Welcome everyone to Amateur Hour Commentary. I'm the Wolf Crazen. That over there is Timber. Timber, how you doing, dude?
I'm doing good. I'm definitely getting my fill of some awesome action today on Firewall, and I'm not even touching the game yet. So enjoying the day, enjoying a little bit of football, although the Bears are out. But other than that, all's well. How about yourself, Wolfie?
I'm good. We caught some really good Firewall action earlier in the Pro League. That was exciting fun. If you guys haven't checked it out, please go check it out. We do have the video saved. It's highlighted. It's easy to access. You can also watch it over on YouTube. I'm going to be exporting it soon. But tonight, right now, we have in the North American Firewall League another quarterfinal match between the Unknown and Chronic Master Gators. It does look like they're getting ready to go in very, very soon. So why don't we do a quick recap of who is on the roster. We'll start off with the Unknown. We have Samurai Nate out, Quick 5150, Hugo VR Gonzalez, Delta Charlie, the Boss Sniper, Hayvoon, and your arch enemy. Now, with regards to how well they performed this season, throughout the weeks, it looks like they've got a majority of the wins. From week 1 to week 4, they scored above 7 points in total. And then they lost in week 5 to the Mandalorians, but then continued their win streak there on out. So they're coming into this in pretty good standing. Almost all of their wins, they have won with 7 or more, which is great. But they did have one time that was against Click Clack, but we've seen how Click Clack can perform. In fact, we saw them go up against Meatpack earlier. Again, you need to watch that stream. So, that makes the Unknown, and we'll head it on over to the Green Desk, where Timber will talk to you about Chronic Master Gators.
Thanks, Wolf. So CMG, we've seen them today, and if you haven't seen them, like Wolf was saying, definitely check out that video. Amazing, amazing games between them and the Meatpack earlier today. On CMG, we have Joe Magic Ninja, El Kendor, BJR 934, End Zone 604, Hankopotamus, who was on Meatpack earlier today, different league, PSI Lizard, Santa Margarita, Spooty Ho, Matthew the Great Toe, and White Blood. So they've had a pretty great season so far as well. Not quite as good as Unknown, but or back and forth. No, I'm looking at it backwards probably. Anyway, back over to the center desk. I just got confused.
So it's going to be a really good evening regardless. We can see that Creme Brulee has actually made it into the semifinals as well as Click Clack. Could you do a quick recap of the Creme Brulee score? Let everybody know what that was.
Yeah, CMG faced Creme Brulee in one of their ending games of the season and lost 9-3. It looks like the Unknown played Creme Brulee and lost 8-4. So very similar responses to the number one right now. So that's definitely a gauge of how the teams play and how the teams play under pressure against great competition. And we're about to see how these teams play each other tonight.
And it's not really a surprise that Creme Brulee is into the semifinals and possibly even go into the finals because they have won in the past. They have a very good record of getting into the top 2. So I wouldn't be surprised to actually see them there. But of course, the semifinals, anything can happen. We'll wait and see whether it's the Mano Bees or ODG actually beat them into the finals. ODG has performed incredibly well this season. I wouldn't be surprised if Creme Brulee lost to them. Real quick, though, I want to give a shout out to everybody in chat. We have Cinderella, Viking, Rad, HB, Puppet, Karen, Lactic Dog, Giftin, Incarnate Media. How's it going, dude? Thank you all so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. If you haven't hit the follow button, go ahead and do so. Be sure to tune in next time we do go live. What's up, Skippy? How are you? And we're trialing this new whole poll thing. If you look at the top of the chat, you have an opportunity to cast your vote and who you think is going to win right now. It's the Unknown or Chronic Master Gators. And you can also use those mic points if you really want to add more votes to that particular team and try to beat them out, whoever thinks the other team is going to win. So it's a fun little thing. I like it. Pay attention to it because we will be posting more as time goes on.
Yep, and I'm looking right now, and it looks like we do have one stream for sure. So we are jumping in with looks like the Chronic Master Gators right now, jumping out on offense, running in district, spawning at the alley, and going across the way.
Psy Lizard is going to be running Eagle Eye here.
unfortunately, without the second stream, that Eli's going to help us because we're getting a good view of the terrain here.
Almost. We're still on blue desk.
Oh.
Yes.
Yep.
It's okay.
All good. Thank you, Gifton. I like it here, though. Fox Sports just sounds so professional.
Fox Sports.
I can still make mistakes here, and they don't get that mad at me. Skippy, what's up, buddy? Viking Noise, good to see you out there as well. Cinderella, always great to see you. Got some smoke going out, and right now it appears that CMG is attempting to go far left at the front of the market with at least one player. One in tow. I'm not sure if all three are in tow or not.
It looks like they're deciding to push market side rather than going through the alley, which can be smart. It's clear right now, but we can suspect that the jammer is going to be in the alley and they're going to try to get that. But a lot of pressure coming down from the top stairs, so they have to be wary of where they position themselves, so as not to get shot.
Yeah, they're already in the store, so they're just looking for a jammer to blow up, and they can go for the hack. So we'll see how the unknown decides to prevent it from happening here.
Yep. No, this is the real thing, Puppet. No connection test this time around.
I don't see any ammo bag there.
Yep. Right into it.
I also don't see the jammer. So it might be in between.
Of course, everybody knows of a second stream for the unknown. Is it the unknown that we're looking for a stream? Okay.
I will do also a quick search if I can.
So we doing 2 and 2 or what? You want us to go backstairs?
Gunshots exchanged. Attention drawn to red stairwell. Samurai downing Joe, but there is a nice revive.
White blood revives Joe.
Still alive.
That's okay. Oh, good. Making the approach to the back stairs, and Emerger making a strong push.
I got killed by grenades. I was concussed. I couldn't run away.
Sire Wizard unfortunately going down. 3 members left, and it looks like Quick is able to down White Blood. Joe gets the revive, but he goes back down quick. 5150 with their sights in that back corner, and they're ducking and weaving over there, but it's not enough. Hugo gets the elimination on White Blood. There goes Joe, and it looks like the unknown are going to take this win here on District, making the score now 0-1. For those who are wondering, there is a difference in terms of scoring. If you were with us earlier, we were conducting a Pro League broadcast, so the scoring's a little differently. Here, it's a 1st to 11, so it could be either 21 rounds or as little as 11 rounds. So we're in here for the long run. We will be heading back to District soon, and of course, we might see District again later on. I'm currently not seeing any other live.
No, we're trying to see some. Is
So
anybody
we
asked?
might only have one perspective.
Has anybody asked in the chat? I'll ask in the chat real quick.
Already. Let's see. So right now, I'm checking out the poll. I love this thing, man. It's working out great. Again, you can use your mic points if you really want to cast a second vote or a third vote or however many votes. It only costs you 10 mic points. Really nice and cheap. Right now, there are at least 8 votes for the unknown, 1 for Chronic Mastigators, which is about 89% chance, or at least according to you guys, 89% chance that unknown is going to win. Yes, he is.
Sorry to
What's up,
mute.
Chewy?
I'm trying to find a stream for unknown real quick, so I'm gonna mute up real
Okay.
quick.
Yeah, and I'm following Hugo over on YouTube, but I haven't found him yet, unfortunately. I don't see him live. Of course, it could be under something different.
Hugo VR's live.
He is,
All right.
I think. OG Goons versus MJR.
Hugo VR 82. Yep, he's
Huh.
live.
Interesting.
Wait,
That's
the title might be off a little bit. Yeah, the title's off.
I think I think he's
Yeah, he's
playing with
live.
the title a little bit.
He is.
Okay, sweet. We're gonna have two perspectives. Hallelujah. Of course you can link, Chewy. In fact, I encourage you to, because without these guys, we wouldn't have this broadcast. So just so you know, also, in addition to the first to 11 for rules, there's also no golden gun. So don't expect a golden DH that has been excluded from league play, which is important. We've talked about that on a number of occasions, so we don't have to talk about it anymore. But it is worth noting that it's not going to be allowed. Also, the jammer glitch, which we kind of learned has been a known thing for a long time, that also is not allowed. Did you know that it's not just the impacts it works with every one of those throwables? Smoke, flash, frag. The jammer glitch works with every single one of them. It's interesting.
Well, at least I can save my secondaries, huh? Cool.
Yeah. Well, here we are.
Don't
back
glitch.
on district.
Let's get
Yeah.
stitches.
Good enough spot.
And Chronic Master Gators are
Wait.
now tempting their feet at the fence.
Hi to Chuck, Chewy, Gifton. I think I said hi before. Bear, great to have you tonight. Awesome games last night. That was a fun time.
If I'm Chronic Master Gators, this is the position I want.
Yeah, I mean a true back alley defense as opposed to kind of a
So we're all just gonna hold this
forced
one corner.
half back alley defense is way better, I'm sure. Alright, let me catch it.
Yeah, I'll put one bag down. I'll put the other one.
Hey,
Yeah.
Biza. Chuck said the audio's swapped. I don't know. Let's go. I don't know. Checking the chat. All right, back to the action. All right, so it looks like CMG's still holding down that back alley area, and Unknown are making the approach.
That's so weird. So right now the Unknown is kind of spread out. Looks like Hugo is going to be running Eagle Eye and a little bit of a trade in this back alley in front of the marketplace. Side Lizard ducking behind that wall. After getting tagged just a little bit, but not really firing back, not preventing the approach, more or less just kind of standing there, keeping an eye and providing intel.
Okay, there is something in front of this car.
So we got some gunfight in the back alley versus the front. Looks like Unknown is making their way around to try to cover a couple of different fronts. Now that you got him distracted and focused on that back alley.
Okay, do you cover me? I'm gonna try to go inside the market. Okay.
Two of the Unknown are starting to push towards the market, try to go through the back end, see if they can capitalize on some sort of flank here.
Are you with me?
Unknown is in the store. Just a matter of whether CMG knows it or not.
Santa Margarita is
Oh.
attentive to this.
Standing by for hack.
Get closer. Yeah, no, we're getting closer.
Hold on, we're coming to you. Hey, quick,
Yeah,
Lasers and comms are going strong.
Okay, watch on that side.
You get ammo?
No, I got it on that side. I don't want to waste it.
Don't keep bringing it. Bring it.
As time clicks down, they continue to strategize, and they're gonna have to make a push here at some point.
We throw grenades over from both sides. You guys there, and I'm over here.
Okay. You ready?
I got this.
He's gonna be drawing some
Beware with it.
attention while the rest of his team is pushing from the alley.
Good toss of the grenades.
Nothing, no hits.
That should have killed him.
Grenades did not get a hit.
I had a hit. I had hits over here.
Making the push.
Watch out. It was they were behind the wall.
Yeah.
They're back and forth through this market. It's really causing confusion for Chronic Master Gators. They keep switching back and forth between the back alley and the front of the market, which is actually very disruptive because it splits the team up and it forces them to turn their back towards one of those positions. Joe getting tagged just a little bit there. It looks like White Blood has eliminated Havoon now to 4v3. Attention to the back alley. Santa Margarita getting it down there. Couple grenades going out, trying to get that finish. Samurai Nado and Quick 5150 have both been eliminated. And leaves Hugo, the last member alive, on the unknown.
See how Hugo chooses to run this. Let's see how patient CMG decides to get. 1v4, always a hard spot. But
there's only 1 minute left too, so
Hugo's an amazing player in his own right. Let's see if he can knock out 4 versus 1. Good grenades. Made the rush. No dice.
best effort, man. Best effort.
I mean,
what can you do there?
You know you're going down quick because you're the last guy standing anyway. So one bullet that hits like the garbage can next to you is gonna knock you on your ass. So good effort by Hugo. But yeah, 1v4 against anybody in this league, against any team in this league is can end the same way.
Yeah, unless there is some miracle that you can pull that off. I don't know. What's up, Cougar? Chuckamus, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. Cloud, as always, love to see you here, man. I will be posting up another poll at some point, so please stay attentive to that. I'm really liking that thing. It's really interactive and fun to play with.
Looks like White Blood and Santa Margarita. 2 kills for White Blood. Santa Margarita got a kill. 1 more person got a kill. That would have been an ace. We don't count aces in this league, but everybody on the unknown was left standing. So,
but we always like to recognize aces regardless whether or not they count. I'm gonna chuck them up. If you guys are subscribed, go ahead and chuck up those aces. It's always good to at least highlight that, you know, putting in the effort so your entire team survives. We definitely saw the unknown scrambling to get some revives there, but the grenades and the shots was just too overwhelming. Multiple eliminations, it couldn't survive that one. But we are going to be heading to docks, it seems. You know, in league play, I'm not. I don't know. I'm gonna be posting something, of course, regarding maps, because before I had asked, you know, of these, which is the best map, and it was of these worst or least favorite maps, which one is the best. And interestingly enough, Fob came out on top as the most preferred, which kind of made me scratch my head and a couple other people scratch their head. But I will be asking a map question again to see of the favored maps, which is the best. So be sure to keep some of that in mind. But Docs is not one that comes to mind as either a favored or most hated. It's kind of like the middle child. You know, it's there, no one really pays attention to it. You know.
And hopefully my middle child isn't listening. Here we go. Back into the action.
Thank you for the subscribe, Viper. That's 11 months, man. Holy
Viper. Nice job, buddy. Thank you.
And also shout out to all those who followed us earlier. Welcome to the community. Thank you for joining. Hopefully you stick around. We got a lot more in store for you guys. But here we are on Ducks. Unknown starting off on defense.
So you got I guess what you would consider an okay defensive spawn down in the lower level. Obviously, you want the high ground every chance you can get. And it looks like CMG did get the high ground, and they're going to the right of the spawn from where Unknown is looking.
You know, the downside of starting off on the boat as the attacking team is knowing which platform to go down and being weary of what corners to cover. I mean, that's incredibly intimidating because there's so much cover off of the boat. And you can, I've seen players camp, I've seen traps being set up as we're seeing them set up right now by the Unknown, which is a good intel and also, you know, very good strategy. It gives them the advantage.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams, at least especially at this caliber, rather, tend to put those things out just kind of, not necessarily to get anybody, but just to kind of know where they're coming from. So let's see what happens here. As far as coming down from this ship, I mean, Yeah, you got 3 ways down, but you're exposed a lot of the time.
Quick getting 2 downs, 1 on side Lizard and Joe Magic. Not able to clean up Joe Magic, but able to get side Lizard eliminated. Now it's a 4v3, the unknown with the advantage here.
Yeah, I've always been fortunate enough to generally end up on the same side as Quick. He's got a very deadly accurate distance shot, man. Good shot right there. What's up, Birds to Word? Good to see ya in the chat. I think Chuck had something else going on his computer, so he's hearing something different. So I think we're good. Yeah. Sorry, Raptor's talking to me. I'm not just talking to myself.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Sardine style.
That's it.
The unknown has layers in their defense right now. Like certain members forward, certain members back.
I'm gonna continue to watch this side.
Yep, yep. Let me check if they're gonna try to go around this.
What do you see?
Crack one up. They going left. One time we're going left.
I mean, we're waiting to
So
see
they
this
try
shit
to flank
happen.
us?
All right,
Yeah,
back up.
We become spectators like everybody else.
I'm with you.
Yeah, both teams are just moving very cautiously. They're trying to get intel on the other.
Yep, they're all going left.
Um,
They're all going left.
so not a lot of engagement. We do hear a bit of a gunfight closer to the crane,
I got ammo too.
but no one's been down, no one's been eliminated.
They're moving
As Chronic
between
Massacres
the
start making their
last
way
house.
across the opposite end of the map.
In front of you, Boom. Be careful, don't.
Try to get on an even
They're all
fighting
together,
field.
brother, they're all together. Yep, right here on me.
They
They're
are staying
coming
together
around.
pretty
Move,
tight.
move,
So,
move.
you see it a lot in these matches. You see a lot of people moving as a group. You also see so much patience
Yep, right here.
and ridiculous gunfights.
Nice down quick, 5150, getting Joe Magic down again. Unable to get that final elimination. It looks like Wetblood able to get the revive.
Not from lack
Nearly
of trying.
Narrowly escaping that.
He wasted 2 clips trying to shoot through everything for that. Magazine, sorry.
Okay, get here. Stay back. You guys are in a really tight spot. You guys are
1
in a
minute
really tight
left.
spot.
Chronic Massacres have to do something. They want to get this win. They have a really tough unknown team to get through, and they are working right, really tight knit. Joe getting it down and elimination on Samurai.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. There was
That's
a really
3.
tight spot right there.
All right, we're split.
Right now, it's just a matter of getting that hack, which is really well defended. Quick has really been on fire here. Boom getting it down on Santa Margarita. Has been revived, but quickly eliminated thereafter. There's only 1 left, as 2 have been eliminated from the Chronic Massacres. A few seconds remain on the clock, and it looks like the unknown is going to walk away with another victory, as that last
Quick
elimination
takes out his 3rd.
seals their victory, and the score is now 2-1 in favor of the unknown.
Yeah, I think Quick got 3 of the kills on that one. Yeah, I played with Quick a few times. Fortunately, like I said, he's always ended up on my side. Sorry to him, but just a deadly shot from a distance, man. There's a lot of those out in this game tonight, so this isn't the first or the last we're going to see of it. So
And there's a lot of up and coming players now. This
Yeah.
game is still it's still on the market. People are still picking it up. People are really getting their hands deep into it, and they're really enjoying it. So we might see new up and comers in future league seasons. So if you're one of them, by the way, if you're interested in joining, NAFWL and the Pro League are still active. So be sure to get in their Discords, or at least go to their Facebook group pages, get active, see how you can get involved, because it's a lot of fun. And if you want to grow your skills, this is the place to do it. Doing it in Publix with random people who don't communicate and don't effectively work together isn't going to help you. You get into a league play, whether you're with an already existing team or you create your own, it's going to help you out. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been a strange thing getting these league games when you go from public to league games. Just to forewarn a lot of you, once you get right into it, the first couple weeks are not fun for you. It may seem a little off-putting. Once you settle into it, though, these leagues are all absolute blast. It's just getting over that first couple games. People are watching you publicly, like here on AHC. We televise all these games, and that adds a little bit of pressure in and of itself. So any teams looking to get in, start doing it. It's a lot of fun. You don't have to be the best player in the game to jump on a team. And have a good time. It's take it from one who's not the best player in the game. It's a good time. I still enjoy it.
It is a good game, regardless of the bugs. Those exist. You can find those in almost any game. But they're still actively working on it. The servers are up. Things are still. I mean, they're not dedicated servers, but everything's still active. Networking's there, and they're still adding more content. Of course, I don't know what they're going to do with future seasons, but we should be getting an update soon, according to First Contact Entertainment, who just finished a Solaris Saturday. For anyone who hasn't been able to catch that, go over to their YouTube channel. You can check that out. They're actually doing a lot of updates for that game, which is great. But they're going to be having another update stream regarding Firewall, and hopefully we'll learn a lot about what they're going to do and what the future holds for Firewall. It'll be exciting to see.
Absolutely. It'd be great to hear from them and maybe get some advance notice of some of the things that are coming up. So if anybody with Firewall developers or anybody else is watching or listening, reach out, man. We'd like to get this community well-versed on what the heck's going on in the future. We love the game, so got nothing to lose at this point. Here we go into the opposite of what we just saw in the docks. Pretty much a repeat with respect to spawns. No, it is not. It's the opposite of spawns. So CMG getting high ground, upper level of the ship, and Unknown making their way across the map to try to determine which side or the middle to go through to get upstairs and wipe them out. What's going on, Diabolical? Great to see you in here, buddy.
Stand by.
Taking the approach. I don't know if Firewall's been available yet, so I think that probably is the
Firewall access point locations uploaded to device.
slowdown.
Just popped up. That is something that I've seen teams start incorporating into their approach, is waiting for the firewalls to be revealed. I mean, that creates a lull in gameplay, but it's actually a really good strategy to employ, considering, especially on docks where you have to breach the boat, which is never fun to do.
It's probably one of the toughest breaches in the game, I'd say. And yeah, it is tough. And the thing too, like with these teams, how good they are and how fast they are and how confident they are. Sometimes rushing past the firewall to go after the other team, and also it's like, ah, shit, I gotta get the firewall. So, teams playing it right. Unknown, obviously, a well-versed team knows what they're doing. So, jump right back in, making our approach to the second level.
I'm with you on that, Chuckamus. I'm with you on that statement.
Okay, move on.
Yeah,
All
same
members
here,
of the Unknown are starting to push up the left side of the boat, or at least from their perspective, left side of the boat.
They're up.
Can look at middle from here. Watch your left.
Probably a little closer than we're used to people getting when we're defending it.
Yeah, it's interesting that Chronic Master Gators hasn't applied the pressure already. Instead, they're sitting back closer to the laptop. In fact, even beyond the laptop. And they're going to try to play the long-range game. Interesting choice.
It's almost like a tug-of-war. That laptop's in the middle.
You guys want me to move? Do we have a sensor?
There's not a lot of room for them to run either if they get into a sticky situation. Sai getting a couple of good shots there.
Okay, one to my left, one to my left.
Receiving some himself, so they switch out.
I'm led. I think
Sai
it's
taking
one,
some red.
I think it's one on my left. I'm not sure, but be careful. I'm looking left. Boone is looking left.
But I'm watching our back too, dude.
Are they by the laptop?
Although I find it a strange strategy by
I need someone
CMG,
that needs to
I'm
give me
seeing
cover.
how effective it can be.
So I can move left to be covered.
White blood down
Yeah.
and quick. Havoon getting the revive there. Smokes go out. Trying to cross the plane here, the threshold.
Concussion mines.
I'm down.
Violator goes down,
I'm
3
dead.
remaining.
in part due to a proximity mine.
Die.
No idea. Concussion? No idea. I eliminated myself and I don't know how.
Someone had eliminated themselves. I missed that.
All 4 shooting.
Oh no, good. That back and forth.
Can somebody? Oh fuck. That's fucking right. That list
Joe
there
down and
is
quick.
fucking- they're all double
There is a
shooting,
revive
bro.
by
The left there is
Havoon.
right open, bro.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna
And
cut
CMG
Bro,
still
nobody's
sitting
looking at you,
pretty.
bro. Nobody's looking at you.
Another attempting somewhat of a flank, so let's see how this turns out with Silence.
Couple of grenades going out. Finding 2 members in Margarita. And Silizers both go down. White Blood and Joe providing the support,
pushing,
getting the
brother.
revives. Still 4 members of Chronic Masqueraders alive. Havoon is
30
down.
seconds remaining.
Goes back to get the support. Joe goes back down. Havoon getting eliminated now. Back to 1v4, and unfortunately Hugo
Ooh.
not overcome the odds. Chronic
Good
Masqueraders
stuff,
take
guys.
another win, tying it back up.
Back to a tie. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And what's up, Skulls? Good to see you, buddy. HB Puppet also mentioned earlier, oof, those mines. Like, yeah, and the thing too is like they use the proximity mines to just mess things up. And yeah, you can't get killed from proximity mines directly, but indirectly you absolutely can. You hit a proximity mine, you're a little staggered. They know where it's at when you hit it. They're gonna light you up. They're gonna throw grenades right in your direction. So proximity mines are absolutely indirectly lethal.
Yeah, I think they're an underappreciated piece of equipment. I used to use them a lot, especially when I played in the first season of the North American Firewall League. I used them a lot on defense, and
Yeah.
I was pretty slick with them, if I could say so myself. But you don't see them used often anymore because a lot of people run with skills that prevent them from dying from explosions, or they use it could either be what am I thinking of?
Ghost.
Double time, ghost, and what was Okoro's? Why am I blanking on that one?
Heavy duty.
Heavy duty, thank you. We see those a lot, especially double time. We see double time used by the majority of the professional players because they want to get through the map quickly. They want to be able to evade gunfire quickly. They want to get past those explosions quickly. But of course, you double up with the concussion mines. You slow their speed right down. You can do a lot of damage. Used effectively, like we just saw there on Dax, not only was Hugo shot, but as soon as he got hit by that proximity mine, he went to a down state. So it can be very, very effective if you use properly and use strategically. I think it's an underrated piece of equipment, but hey, that's my opinion. And speaking of opinions,
Yes.
we do have the poll up about best map, and I did pick the ones that I see more favored in league play, including District, Hotel, Office, Containment, Cargo. And so far, District is winning, or was winning. I think it finally ended. I'm going to quickly get the results of that if I can. Oh, did it go away? No. Yeah, I'm going to view the results here. Okay, so District actually won with 33%. There's 4 votes for that. Hotel and Office tied for 3 votes, and then Containment and Cargo tied for 1 vote. So District is definitely the more favored of the maps in that arrangement.
I don't know if it's my favorite map though, because I mean District is just it's long distance with somewhat of a media push coming up, and I don't know if that's my favorite for true head-to-head strategic and gunfight. I do love the aspect of District as far as the distance of it, as far as people, shooting back and forth. Quite honestly, I think Blackside or even like Post 15, the newer one, plays a lot more into like the strategic mindset, which is kind of more my mindset as opposed to the run into a room and shoot everybody. So I guess it probably depends on what you're into as far as these maps go too. because I can't stand shoot house. I don't like it.
I hate
A
shoot
lot of
house.
people
Oh my
love
God.
shoot house. Give me a shotty. I'm gonna fuck everybody up in shoot house. Me, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take my gun. I'm gonna go hide in the back and throw a couple grenades and hope it bounces into somebody. So here we go into some more live action. What a blessed unknown spawn by the glass room. But they are going to shut things down and try to pinch CMG right where they spawn by the elevator room.
This has become such
Oh
a
yeah.
dominant strategy. If you know the spawns, you want to trap the attacking team in this back hall. And my gosh, it has been devastating.
They're all aiming at the corners. They got motion sensors all over the place. This is a hard one, and you know, you don't call this a rush like Zamek said one time. It's not a rush, it's a pinch. So we're gonna call it a pinch, but they pinched the shit out of them right here, and it's a pretty common theme.
They really did, because now the attacking team is pinned down. They can't move. The only way forward is to either throw some smokes, get down that staircase as quickly as possible, which grenades will most likely be in tow, or you fight your way out. And fighting from these angles where, like you said, all eyes are on those corners,
Okay, I'm ready.
best of luck.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be like a rockstar geometry major, whatever the hell the angles thing is. The smarter people out there will correct me on that, but just the figuring out these angles is they got it down to a science.
And simply trying to peek and get a lava grenade over from around the corner is difficult. I mean, we saw it just happen there. A nice flashbang goes out, but not doing much. White blood downing quick.
Big nades
He
out.
has been down himself.
So
Quick has been
we're
eliminated, so
abandoning
now
that,
it's a
right?
3v3.
Yeah.
Possibly a 3v2. Joe Magic and Psy still alive. No, all three members are alive. Chronic Mastigators, and same with the unknown.
Of course, Cinderella's strategy in this one is I'm in danger.
Hugo downs
Hugo takes
Joe.
out
There is a revive. Hey, Boo,
Quick
down the
revive.
second time. Yeah, quick peeks around the corner, effectively doing the work. It looks like all Chronic Massacres have been eliminated.
Wow.
Unknown takes another victory. Once again, taking the lead, making it now 3-2. And we'll see how Chronic Massacre plays this on their chance on defense. And I'm sure they are hoping to have a similar spawn or an even better one. Trigonometry, oh my gosh, that is the worst T word I've ever heard.
I don't know if it's trig for the angles and stuff like that.
Well, I
Right.
think trigonometry had logarithms and stuff of that sort. So, I mean, if you're talking about equations, it might have something to do with it. Physics? Yeah, maybe physics. What's up, Classic Jack? How you doing? By the way, shout out to Classic Jack. If you
Absolutely.
if you didn't get to see at the opening intro, which was so beautifully designed by Titch, Classic Jack's name is on there. Yes, he has provided us or allowed us to use one of his songs. So if you guys really like the music you hear at the beginning, be sure to check out his channel and also check out some other of his social outlets to listen in on his music. Really good stuff. Really awesome dude too.
Absolutely. And I think his music channel is different from his gaming channel. So Classic
Yep.
Jack's also a Firewall player. And obviously for me, thank you so much. I reached out to Classic Jack a while ago, and he was more than generous. Like, just use whatever you guys want. He did a remake of Gateka that is ridiculous. I suggest you go watch that. If you want to pop that in the chat, go ahead. I don't want to embarrass you in here, Classic Jack. But thank you for joining us tonight, buddy. It's great to have you here.
Oh boy, I'm going to be doing a new poll soon, so be on the lookout for that. I am curious to know your answer to the next one. So please participate in that. There are 37 of you here tuning in. So one big shout out to all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't followed already, go ahead and hit that purple heart button. Be sure to hit that bell icon too, so you are notified every time we do go live. We have plenty of games coming up in the near future for Firewall specifically. So be sure to tune in and check out the panels below. We have a lot of information down there. Most of it is our socials, so our Discord, our Facebook group, our main webpage, our YouTube channel, and our Twitter. If you want to follow us on all that, go ahead and do so. If you want to just pick one as your preferred platform, check it out. Links are below.
Yep. Awesome. Awesome. Revelax90, great to see you in the chat as well. Here we go. We are going into the office. CMG in the lower level, or on the upper level by the elevator room, and Unknown gets a spawn downstairs. They rushed up to the glass room. They're making their way around towards the kitchen and balcony area. So we'll see a firefight a lot more quickly on this one, I believe.
Don't spread out. What's going on here?
Yeah, Classic
Watch
Jack's
right side.
Classic Jack's song is
Up
the
and
one that
down.
hits right when we're
We got
coming to the
contact
desk.
right,
The
they got
jump
two.
beats hit us right into the desk. So again, thanks to that Classic Jack.
Fucking guys are hard to put down.
Right side is good.
Okay, Samurai.
Quick takes out PSI. PSI revived. Quick takes out PSI again. PSI revived again. So PSI's a double downer.
White blood is down. Just don't
Hugo takes down White Blood. White Blood gets revived.
Watch out with the grenades, Samurai.
Right side, right side.
I muted myself. Whoops.
No, that's all right. It's so hard to keep up with these guys. They're so good.
Hey, quick getting him down on Santa Margarita. Teammate there to provide the revive. White Blood getting that. Joe Magic goes down.
He's dead.
I got one on your right,
Gets
bro.
revived by the Silent Lizard.
Goes down once again. Trying to get behind that wall.
You're getting hit by the
And now Sai seeing a lot of red. And he's got to be careful because he's already been down
He's gonna go for the
twice.
pickup.
One more down and he's effectively
To my
eliminated.
right, to my right. To
Hostile
my right.
retired.
There it is. Hayvoon getting a nice elimination there. Santa Margarita goes down once again by Samurai.
Hold on,
White blood.
hold on.
Savior once more getting the revive, but now White Blood has been eliminated.
Watch.
Very few members of Chronic Massacres alive
You
left.
guys wanna move? Okay, let's go with boom side.
Making their way right across the balcony.
Let me reload.
Right in front of the kitchen.
He's hiding.
Friendly down. Three
He's
remaining.
hiding hard.
Life is over
Right by the couches.
for
He's got
Hayvoon as we
tucked in.
know it in this game.
Okay, I'm red.
Relax. Come get some ammo if you need to.
How many left?
Two.
Two left. Okay, I know that spot that you're talking
All right,
about.
and the other one is by the laptop. He's hiding behind in the alley in the laptop. So there's one by the couch. He's still tucked in
Joe
the
Magic
couch.
Ninja on his last leg here. And he is so close in midfield. Santa Margarita also there. Looks
Hugo
like he's been down
and
and
Santa
eliminated.
Margarita.
And that's it. The last two members of Chronic Massacres eliminated. And now Unknown just has to move in, get the hack, which there is no jammer.
So back pocket
Manually
grenade.
activate
I
that
kind of want
back
to talk
door.
about this
Don't rush him. Just
particular
Now
spawn
that's what I call teamwork.
Yeah.
because we're starting to see teams push out more towards the midfield
Yeah.
to try to, I guess, apply early pressure, giving them an opportunity to retreat. I don't know how effective it is here on Office from that particular spawn. I mean, do you think they would have been better off defending from inside the elevator room or from those office spaces rather than pushing out towards the mid? Or do you think they took the right approach there?
I think they took the right approach. I think any team's trying to disrupt the other team, so it's kind of like trying to be one step ahead of the other team. The other team expects that you're going to do something. You do something a little more aggressive. It throws them off, puts you at an advantage. The element of surprise is there. So I think that's a good move. Shout out to Hugo on that last one. He was shooting from like a box about this big between the plants across the map,
Seriously.
and picking people off. So that's the kind of shooting, that's kind of angles that you're going to see in this game with this level of players, and it's great to see. So that's also a good game too.
Chuckamus in Classic Jack, thank you so much for the tips there. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Definitely not necessary, but of course, always welcomed and appreciated. I'm actually gonna post this right now. I have a new poll, but very limited in terms of answers, and I want to know everybody's thoughts. You only got 5 minutes to respond, so be sure to share or cast your vote and let me know.
You didn't put the golden gun in that poll?
No, we don't talk about such things. Follow Mr. Krabs. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. It looks like we are going to be switching hosts, by the way, as we have reached halftime.
All right.
So while we have this small break, I encourage you to go grab something to drink, grab a snack, use bathroom, do what you need to, because we got another potential 5 rounds or more. Depends on how things go, how things shape up. But it looks like they're starting to load into the lobby.
We've got at least 7, right? All right, Raptor's stepping out for a moment. I think
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of
7.
CQB
Yeah,
votes.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I got
I
these mic
clearly
points
failed that.
though.
Yeah, if you got those mic points, use them.
Well, Classic Reg's gonna win then because I got a lot of mic points.
Of course, Titch.
Somebody's competing with me on CQB
And why
right
I
now.
didn't add the crossbow puppet simply because I know not a lot of people use it, although a lot of people love and appreciate it. You want to talk about a good addition to the game? The crossbow was a great addition to the game. It was super balanced. I'm not going to go into it, but oh my gosh, people are using those mic points. 155 votes for CQB, and they keeps rising.
I feel like I'm
Custom
bidding
Cougar
on
has
sports
one
memorabilia on
vote.
eBay, man. This is weird.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody's got faster fingers than me.
Yeah, someone's got a lot of mic points to spare.
Somebody
Classic-
loves the freaking CQB. I'll tell you that right now.
I guess
I bet
so.
you that Skull's going against me.
I can't wait to see because
I'm guessing Skulls.
we actually see a lot of teams. You know, if we actually look in the lobby right now, a lot of people are running the classic Red K8. In fact, we see that a lot. But there are some people who do favor the CQB. Now we've seen the meta change over the seasons from Nightfall to present. And I remember back when the HZU was the favored weapon. In fact, I went back to some of my old videos that I had posted over on my page, and I used HZU, and that thing was so good. And then they changed it, and the CQB became the meta, which we are seeing it being heavily favored right now. But the classic Red K8 is coming up in popularity, 277 votes now to the 368, and the numbers keep rising. But the classic Ray K is now one of the favored. I personally use the custom Kruger all the time, and I think it does me pretty well. But I know it's not everyone's favorite. So
I think the Red K8's winning for some reason. It's at 417 votes. My goodness.
Thank you, Remedy. Yes, I agree. HZU used to be the best. It shouldn't even be a poll. I am curious because we see a huge split between the classic Red K and the CQB, and right now there's a lot in favor for the classic Red K8. We see a lot in league play. I see it a lot in Publix, but I also see the CQB a lot.
I think like it's just the trade-off. Are you trading off accuracy for power? I think that's ultimately the trade-off. The classic Red K8 is more powerful than the HZU or the CQB. It's more powerful, but it's less accurate. So it depends on what you're into. And if you throw a suppressor on the classic Red K8, then you're losing some of the power that it had. Then you might as well use a CQB without a suppressor. So, man, there's so many reasons to use so many different things. It basically becomes a personal preference and your aiming preference, because classic Red K8, you're aiming a lot higher than on the CQB. So when you switch over to Revive Pistol, you're still in the same plane. You go classic Red K8, you're up high a lot of times, and people give me so much shit about not doing revives, but a lot of times I am doing the revives, but since my aim is already above what I'm shooting at, the Revive Pistol drops back down, I'm missing the revive shot. So sometimes I don't care about the other person, but a lot of times it's just because I missed them.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, it's personal preference. Like, of the three there, I'm probably one of the few who only uses the custom Kruger. Just throwing that out there. I do switch with the classic Red K8, but I still like the CQB. All depends. I mean, there is the recoil, and like you said, there is a increased spread for the Red K8 over distance. But of course, I've seen people use it. We've seen it here already tonight, how accurate people can be. So it's interesting to see this poll, which is ending very, very soon. So if you didn't cast your votes yet, please be sure to do so. I might have one or two more questions for people to cast their vote on. So if you have already used all your mic points, maybe next time use them sparingly, because we will have more questions. Classic Red K8 wins that one.
Diabolical is very passionate about his weapon, and God bless you, buddy. I'm down with that.
Hey man, see, I still hold CQB near and dear to my heart. I love that gun, especially the legendary one, the gold one. I'm forgetting whose it was, but it's the custom one. I absolutely love that rifle.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. I'll never change that loadout. There are certain guns that I keep the loadout, and other ones I don't really care to change out.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Diabolical, obviously an outstanding player. So whatever gun you're using, obviously is the right gun. So I'm still trying to figure out my gun, but it's not the gold gun, though. I mean, kind of, but no, it's not. No, it's really not.
James Games? Really? Alrighty. We are going in to Black Site.
Okay.
We are. This is definitely one of my favorite matches for sure.
No, I don't have.
I really enjoy it.
I got concussions and shit.
I did too. It's we were talking about how some maps are balanced, very well balanced, that you kind of just enjoy going to them. This is one of them. I don't feel like one is. I don't feel like this map is heavy on the defense or heavy on the offense. I think the best spawn that you can get is at the construction site, but even that is penetrable. So.
I agree, and man, Unknown just put a ton of ordnance behind on that back door. That's your computer might shake once they hit that door. We'll see what happens, but man, insane stuff. Yep, CQB skulls. I thought I was competing against you on that one. I guess it was against Diabolical. Sorry, buddy. I'll vote for you next time though. I got more mic points. I'll take up your cause, my friend. Here we go. Using CMG using Eagle Eye. Trying to figure out where the defense lay.
Okay.
Chuck like an MK18. If I knew what it was, I'd have an opinion. I can't remember what that game was, what that gun was.
He's top left, all the way left, like, you know, behind that little wall.
So right now, CMG making call-outs from Eagle Eye to the rest of the team.
We
Let
might
them know
want
where
to
to
go
throw
all the
grenades,
way
let them know where everybody's
right.
at.
The challenge with the Eagle Eye is that
You
you
only
can
have to
always
deal with-
change, like the
There's two.
team
there's
that
one
you're
at the doors and then one actually
monitoring
inside the room with
can
the
always change
laptop.
up their strategy,
They're split up. There's two
and you're
over
so
on this side and
exposed
two over on that
while running
side.
Eagle Eye.
So
So it's very helpful, and I think that people use it incredibly well. But you know, it's not an end-all be-all. You still got to remain vigilant. Watch all your corners.
You do. We played Kill Bees earlier this week, and good use of the Eagle Eye by them too, because they use Eagle Eye to the last second. A lot of teams do, I'm not saying just them, but get some gunfight back here in front of that store. But their use of the Eagle Eye was really good because they used it right up to the very last second, which I fail on when I use Eagle Eye. I usually get a glance, jump in with my squad, and keep on moving. You got to keep bouncing back into that. You're not really getting the full benefit of Eagle Eye if you don't.
Yeah. To use Eagle Eye effectively, you have to have a lot of trust in your teammates. And it looks like Hayvoon gets down White Blood, and then Hayvoon also downs Joe, but both have been revived by Santa Margarita. Joe goes down for a second time, and he needs to be careful. He's on his last life right now. Product Master Gators are leaving that back alleyway and taking a different route, it seems. Try to cross this open alley and successfully doing so, getting into the market.
Good amount of smoke.
So you go around the opposite side.
I hope they don't go in the back door.
I hope they don't.
They might set off the mine in advance, though.
There it
They'll
is,
blow everything else up.
C4.
Oof.
Thought you guys said heavy duty.
Hugo getting credit for that one.
Yep.
Well timed, too.
I don't know how much is left at that back door.
There's at least a concussion mine, so they still need to be cautious about entering. Maybe getting a couple of grenades in if they didn't exhaust them already.
Yep.
There's two still up top in the buildings, but they're the close ones now.
They're rushing it. They're rushing that back door. Samurai's gonna be popping to the right.
Samurai goes down. Here comes Hugo coming around, getting a couple of downs himself, and the rest of the team comes in, swarming Chronic Master Gators, getting a full team wipe.
Wow.
And there it is, the Unknown, finishing strong, getting another victory, pushing their lead further by 3.
Well done by Unknown. They waited it out.
And you could hear that in their comms, you know, they said, just wait for them to come in, wait for them all to get in. They weren't worried about going down because they knew their other teammates were right in tow and ready to breach to get the win there. So well played, good strategy. Sometimes it's worth sacrificing yourself to give your team the upper hand. And there we just saw a perfect example of it.
Yeah, I agree. I think like just watching these games, I don't use enough patience in the games that I generally play. I know League plays a little more serious. You feel a little more pressure to do the exact right thing every turn of the corner because you don't want to screw your team in a league match. Obviously, you don't want to screw your team in public either, but whatever. So
It's Publix.
I don't find myself being very, very patient in Publix, and sometimes I'll take some chances that I normally wouldn't take. So a lot of patience in this. I'm not used to watching this type of patience. So again, we're at 5-2. Unknown has the lead. Again, with these rules, CMG could still come back and win everything. So again, it's best to 11. So we're just at the halfway point, possibly.
Exactly. Yeah, and we might see a repeat of some of the maps as that is allowed in this particular league. So if one of the teams feels like they could have done better on office, then we might see office again, or we might see district again. So sign your aim control. I'd love to, Bird. I mean, I can sign it with a funny picture.
Is it a punishment VR aim controller? Because I don't want to touch anything like that because I think it's too nice to mess up with our signature. So a regular aim controller, yeah, Wolf will sign it.
Probably give you a little picture of a doggy or something.
Absolutely.
It's going to be stick figure form, so don't expect much.
We're going in now, and definitely a shout out to Punishment VR as well for those ridiculous build outs he does with the aim controllers. If you guys haven't seen it, look up Punishment VR. He's on Facebook. I'm sure he's got a website. I think might be punishmentvr.com.
Yeah,
if you know, throw it out there.
Find it. Yeah. But thank you for all the new viewers who are coming in and checking us out. Really appreciate your attendance. If you like what you're seeing, be sure to hit that follow button. You can always come back and we can welcome you with open arms because we are a loving community that likes bringing the best esports entertainment possible. So if you like Firewall, if you just like the competitive field, please consider joining our community. Hitman VR, I don't think I've seen you in here before, but welcome. Thank you for joining. Willie Teabagger, also thank you for the follow earlier. Did not say that before, but of course, welcome. That's Hugo? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, Hugo, thank you.
All right, so here we go.
Chronic Massacres have one of the more favored defensive spots on construction. We'll see if they can hold it. Of course, as I said before, this is still penetrable. There's still a way for the unknown to break the defenses here, and based on their performance tonight, it's totally doable.
Unknown's a fast, patient team that knows exactly what they're doing, not unlike Chronic Master Gators as we've seen so far and earlier today. Matchups make a difference. So they were matched up with Meatpack earlier today. It's a different matchup for Meatpack than it is to Unknown. Not saying better or worse. I'm just saying a different matchup, different strategies, different approaches, different aggression levels. So it's awesome to see.
I know. Yeah, I'd like to grab this side if somebody's gonna watch the other door, single door. I won't.
Haven approaching the side door into the back construction area.
Copy that.
Let's go.
And very intentional, slow, strategic movements here by Unknown. Yes, they look split up, but they're not pushing without confidence where the rest of their teammates are, which is very good to see. Sometimes you just see people run in like rogue contractors and just getting quickly eliminated. Here, we don't see that.
Okay, yeah. Stay together.
No, I agree. It's very smooth. There's no abrupt play in this game. It's all choreographed. They always come back together at some point. They leave each other for a second and come back right together at the next turn.
Yep.
Yeah. We got rollies. Okay, do you guys see the sandbags in front of you? Quick, to your left?
Yeah.
they put concussions and mines right there.
Okay.
So if it were
Diabolical,
rushed,
pack
in
as
front of
many
me,
as you
you
want,
see
buddy.
them? Yeah, I'm
Keep
kidding.
watching,
I'm
So-
packing.
so
It's all good.
Hold on, let me look. I don't see anybody up there.
I'm still checking.
Lot of
Yeah, still.
sandbags, right?
Okay, if we're gonna push, let's push. Yeah, the laptop side, cause it's 2 and 2, so we can take the 2 on the top of on the laptop side.
Raptors
I'm gonna
420
throw a
friendly.
grenade over there, get rid of those
Okay,
fucking,
give me a second. Give me a second. The concussion and mine is behind right here, and one is on the stairs.
Now we will see
they're
the
behind
approach.
Yeah, behind, right there. Shit. Okay, I'm going in.
Grenades out. As they throw them out during the scatter, Unknown pushes in underneath,
I'm hurt.
Visual
getting
on
to the laptop, starting the hack.
I'm down.
Goes
I'm
down
I'm
at the laptop
Somewhere,
quick,
somewhere.
Hostile retired.
getting it down
remaining.
themselves,
Stay
but
together.
not
One concussed,
without
one
Hugo
concussed,
being
yeah,
fully eliminated. Remember, his Chronic Massacre is still alive. And a lot of pressure here. White Blood and Joe Mad Ninja coming up from down below. As Psy Lizard
One
holds
minute remaining.
them off. The second level.
Oh, nice.
And it looks like Chronic Massacres walk
Yeah,
away
you
with
mean
victory
lizard, not
here,
blood.
possibly shifting the momentum in their favor.
Yeah, yeah, that was good. That was a good breach, and they made their way up pretty quick.
Got another pull up there. Now I have a limited number of options here, so don't bite my head off for some of the options. But in terms of the contractor, who do you choose? Of the ones that I selected, because these are the ones I see most people running.
I'm still behind. I got to refresh. I'm still behind your post.
And I am anyone who's ever watched me already knows who I pick, but I want to see what everybody else picks, because of course you can always pick what skill you want to use. You could pick
Ruby.
this contract for those who Ruby.
Most
of course,
people pick
everybody
Ruby.
picks
We know
Ruby.
that.
Of course, and Luna is always the second favorite, right?
Yep.
So I am curious to know what people pick. Obviously, every contractor has their base skill that you cannot change, and you have a secondary skill that you can equip. Miss Jennifer, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the community.
Hey, Miss Jennifer.
Thank you, sister.
Great to have you.
But we're not talking about skills here. We're talking about base contractor and what their skill is. If you were to pick one, who would you pick? Now, I don't know if you're a person who strategizes your contractors. In other words, certain maps you pick certain contractors based on whether you're attacking or defending. I always run with the same one. So that's just me. But I'm curious to know. Go ahead and cast your vote. And of course, if you want to really emphasize your vote for a particular contractor, use your mic points. Killicam, thank you so much for the 12-month subscription.
Oh, awesome.
You now have the golden mic, sir.
Damn.
Chuck Miss, I love Skip. I didn't pick Odin because I don't usually come across an Odin, and I only have this many slots to pick from. So I picked the ones that I see most. Okay, granted, I threw Skip in there because he's my favorite. Okay, so I was a little bit biased in terms of the picks, but
I'm gonna go for. I'm all about Texas. Diabolical. What do you want, man? I already used up your shit, so I'm gonna give you some more votes for your contractor, man.
oh man, should I throw up a? What's your favorite trinket?
No.
Who uses trinkets?
The gimp. I mean, everybody uses the gimp, right?
Everybody uses
The
the
ball
gimp.
gag, dude. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Him or a glow stick, one of the two.
Honestly, we got a couple people loving on Skip here. No one's picking a Koro though.
You didn't put Odin up there?
Huh?
You didn't put Odin up there?
I didn't put Odin because I don't know. I don't usually see Odins, I guess. Maybe I'm just not paying
Odin
attention.
the accurate guy? The you guys know what I'm saying.
What, Iceman?
Yes.
I believe so.
I see a ton of Odin. A ton.
Maybe I'm just blind to it. Maybe I might throw up
That's why they're shooting you,
maybe I might
Wolf.
throw up
That's why
another
they're
one.
shooting you. That's why they're shooting you,
That's
Wolf.
why they're shooting me, I guess, yeah. Maybe I should implement that skill. You know, I usually run loaded and scout. So Killicam with the gifted subs to Rad, Chewy, Skulls, Karen, and Hugo. Thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate it. Look at that. Skip is getting so much love. Oh my gosh. See, I knew he was a good choice, unless someone is really using their mic points, and it's not me, by the way. So
Chuck
I
just
don't.
said I just pretended Skip was Odin and voted 83 times.
Oh my god. Okay. Replace Skip with Odin. Okay, guys. Replace Skip with clearly we need someone else doing these polls. But here we go, going back into the match, and we are on containment.
Okay, back to reality. So Unknown getting an awesome spot in the server room, and it looks like CMG is spawning in the white room. So it'll be a pretty quick gunfight. They're pretty close to each other right now. So
they are, and the Unknown is getting set up real quick here, starting off in the lab, setting up some C4s, maybe blocking some doors, getting motion sensors up. I haven't really seen a jammer utilized yet. I think they are ixnaying the jammer A.
They're taking the upstairs approach, it looks like, too, on CMG side of things. At least a couple of them are running upstairs. Maybe just get a lay of the land, see what's going on, or go for the firewall. But they're definitely going upstairs, so let's see what develops here. This is always a good thing to see what some of these players do with this map. You always see something new, different.
Yeah, like at least one of us should go just to see if there's any C4 outside of the double doors. Yeah, single door. Okay, Joe. I'm coming to you.
Plus, for hopefully you're just teasing Chuck. Doesn't get anything worse than that. All right, Diabolic, I'll give you 2,500 mic points back. They see each other. Backstairs from upstairs. Stairwell E, the C4 double doors.
Looks like I'm going to try to triple fire here into the back stairs. Successful. White blood going down twice.
Whoa.
And here comes the rest of Chronic Master Gators from around the corner, getting an elimination with
C4.
Another
C4 popped on it.
Couple of grenades coming out, and it looks like Chronic Master Gators thought they're down here are actually getting an advantage now. A good trade! And holy cow, Hugo VR getting the win on that 1v1.
PSI Lizard going off. Holy crap.
It was so close down to the wire. That last 1v1 was the deciding factor, and Hugo just, he saved it for his team, getting the win, making it now 6-3. Holy cow, that was quick.
Wow, that was cool.
Bird, yeah, man. That's, you know, $5.99 to subscribe is a really real hefty and steep price just to support, which I understand. But you know what? There is a free way to subscribe. If you guys have Amazon Prime, you can link your Twitch account to it because Amazon owns Twitch. So if you have Amazon Prime, link your Twitch account. It gives you a free subscription to whoever you want once a month. Once that month subscription ends, you get that free subscription back, and you can give it to anyone else or even the same streamer. So if you want a free way of doing it, be sure to check your Amazon account, see if it's Prime. If it is, link your Twitch account, and you get a free subscription.
Where'd you take that, buddy? Just stick around longer than a month. We love to have you here, buddy. Great to have you here, Birds. The word.
Time to cancel. Oh no, Chuck. It's because I didn't put Odin in there. I'm gonna get so much flack for that. Dear God.
That's kind of skewed there, Wolf. I mean, what's going on?
It is tough. You know, I was actually handing out some some subscriptions earlier because I do know that it's not always easy to subscribe and support streamers, with the growing market in terms of gaming and that becoming a profession nowadays. Things are getting ridiculously enormous in terms of costs. So we like to help out where we can, but always check out your Twitch Prime account and see if you still have that active and you can utilize it. But that being aside, Diaz won by a hefty margin, 49%, 253 votes. Of course, people were using a lot of votes. Diabolical contributed 2,500 channel points to ensure Diaz's victory. So that was nice to see.
That's a competitive man right there. Gotta appreciate that.
Very competitive. But if you stick around, you get more and more mic points. So you'll see at the bottom of the chat there, you can see the mic points there. Right now, because I'm on our main page, I have unlimited, although I can't really use them. But those grow over time. You can lurk in here and still build up mic points. You don't even have to participate in a conversation or anything. You could just simply hang out and you'll earn them. So if you want to participate in these votes or in these polls, be sure to utilize them. And while we have a bit of a lull here, be sure to check the panels. If you're on your mobile phone, check the extensions. We got a whole bunch of stuff down there. If you guys have YouTube as your primary or preferred platform to watch these videos, I do within 24 hours, or at least I try to, and I've been pretty good at it, exporting them to YouTube so you can watch them there. So be sure to follow us over there and also check out our Twitter. I'm going to become more active on that. Holiday season kind of threw me off of my routine, but I'll be getting back on that. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Really appreciate having you guys here.
Yeah, and Raptor, if you have that ready tomorrow night, we are back at it again at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Amateur Hour Commentary on Twitch. We have another game coming your way. Let me try to pick up what that game is.
And and there it is.
There it is.
ODG versus the Mando Bees.
Our transitions are just keep getting smoother as we go. It's all good. It's all good. Tomorrow night, join us again at 9 o'clock tomorrow night for another North American Firewall League quarterfinal game. We got the Mando Bees, which used to be the Mandalorians, till B took the team in or joined the team or whatever the case is. And they're going to be playing tomorrow night. So definitely join us again. It's going to be myself again and Wolf again. Sorry to hurt you guys like this, but we're going to be jumping in at 9 o'clock tomorrow night Eastern Time. And again, Rap doing production tonight. Thank you, Rap. And he's going to be doing production again tomorrow night. And he did production again earlier today. So Rap working triple duty.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that logo in forever. Diabolical, the one that he threw up in there. Oh my gosh. I got a little bit of trivia, but after this, we're heading back into containment.
Okay.
And right now, Product Mastigators are going to move their defense down to the lab.
Yep.
We'll have a similar defensive posture at least. Okay, so they're setting up in the back of the server room, back in the laboratory there with that special glass that you can't shoot through. And of course, unknown on Eagle Eye, trying to look for some C4 on that back door. Of course, it's the first thing you're always going to look for because that's where you want to rush through. Not seeing any yet, but a lot of teams lately have been waiting a little while to put that C4 on there just for this reason. So let's see what develops as we go.
Mm-hmm.
That's getting quiet right now. It's more about you guys hearing what's going on than us talking. So that's why we do it. We never run out of things to talk about.
In the server room?
Yeah.
That should be fine.
They're really calling out that jammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put a sensor above me, but I'm not on it. So they missed me.
I'm on it, so. Must be just outside.
So that time unknown, less focused on the traps and more focused on where the jammer's at, because that's all they're gonna go for, because that's all they really need.
You know what?
One is looking at the stairs right there. You got a sensor?
So based on that, I think we're gonna have a defense turned offense in a minute here, but they gotta get the firewall before anything. So let's see.
I'm gonna boom. We're gonna go get this firewall. Don't fight. We're gonna go get this firewall. Hold on.
Unknown making their way across, posting up in those rooms.
Okay, 2 in the server room.
Yeah. 2 on server and 2 outside.
Go. We coming to you. We coming to you now.
Yep.
He's trying to get this firewall.
Stay cover.
Oh, Pusfer wants us to have a call-in show one night.
Go block on the
Oof.
little one.
Firewall breach. Laptop location acquired.
Maybe a
don't
Skype
try
in
that
show.
little one. Don't try
Yeah.
that little one.
That could work.
He's no block on it.
Yeah, you know that's dangerous.
He concentrated.
Brad says that's what she said.
I'm tapping. He ain't even looking over here.
You know what?
He's so concentrated. Check him out.
You know what? It's not a bad idea.
No, I got you,
to
Pusfer.
go in
I don't
the
think it's a
double
bad idea at all.
because It's only one
C4?
C4 and
Alright, I'll go work the door blocker. Don't worry, I'll go work the door. Sam.
No.
let me go.
You guys can go on top. You guys can go upstairs. Yeah. Go upstairs. Go upstairs.
To the bathrooms.
Yeah, because it's
So just remember this game, when this game started, how Unknown was only concerned about where the jammer's at. Let's see what they can gain from that.
That's okay.
Minute
Yes.
40. Minute 40.
Yep. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Sorry, I was thinking real long and hard about
So we're
this
gonna
next
push,
post.
Okay, somebody's looking at me.
So a very standard standoff, for sure.
C4 on the left door.
That lizard using scientific equipment to his advantage. It's all bulletproof. Also putting that ammo bag up there. If you're less familiar with the effect of the ammo bag, it is bulletproof, so it provides extra cover, especially there where his head would have been exposed. It is now protected. 1 minute left on the clock, and the Unknown has to make a push forward here. Joe Magic Ninja eliminating Samurai Nate out. Now 4v3. Rune downing Joe Magic.
He's down.
But there's an even trade there. Joe goes down. Big grenade, getting an elimination there.
Yeah, triple down right there. Nades out.
Yeah, I did, but I was shooting. I was shooting
And
one that was
CMG
shooting.
takes this one.
I got him down, and then I was trying to pick you up at the same time.
Not quite tying it up, of course. They are down by 2 points, but the score now 6-4. And we'll see what direction this goes. But they had a really strong position there, so it's no surprise that they were able to hold it. We had a hype train going. Look at that.
We did?
Yeah, a level 2 hype train. Thank you guys so much for that. Really appreciate
Absolutely.
it. Oh,
So, yeah, now when
someone gave me the answer.
What's that?
Someone gave up the answer. Trivia question to the to that logo, that Red Rum logo. I don't make anything anymore because you all stole it from me, but you guys are better at it, so it's okay. I did post a new question. If you had to run with a skill every match, which would it be? And I put Iceman, Scout, Double Time, Heavy Duty, and Ghost.
No bullet sponge?
No, I didn't. I was contemplating that between Bullet Sponge and Ghost, but I feel like I don't know, maybe Ghost people would have leaned more towards. I'm going to get my head chewed off one way or another with these limited options.
Dude, everybody uses their own skills. It's all.
Yeah, Rap, you should
it's
not
all
have left the
good.
poll to me. You should have taken over. But if you guys are enjoying these polls, if you really do like them, we will continue to use them. Titch actually made us aware of this. It's still relatively new. I think he said it's only a couple weeks new, right? Am I correct on that?
Which one?
The new polls for chat, I think they're like only a couple weeks new.
Yeah.
So if you guys like them, we'll keep doing them. We'll try to do something unique each time, but we might not have anything to poll that day. But be sure to tune in if you're not already following. Hit that follow button. Also, if you guys haven't checked out Raise Energy by Rep Sports, go ahead and check it out. They are our sponsor. We do have a promo code that gives you 15% off your total purchase. We emphasize the sale of Raise Energy, which is kind of like Monster or Red Bull. something along those lines. If you guys are interested in checking that out, you can go to the GNC or a vitamin shop. They're also sold there, or you can go directly to the website and use our promo code AHC. Unfortunately, they do only ship in the United States of America. So if you're outside the States, I wouldn't encourage you to go there yet until their distributor is able to go international. But be sure to check it out nonetheless. Awesome product.
Absolutely. If you are in the United States, they're generally available at the Vitamin Shop or GNC. They're not going to be like at Jewel or some of the more common like market type spots. So just making sure you know where to get it. And that last one, that last game, I really think that Unknown was so focused on that jammer and getting that jammer. I think that might have been what hurt them, because they spent the first probably maybe 10, 15 seconds of that map getting somebody, I think it might have been Haven, posted right above the jammer, just so he could hear it well and know exactly where it's at. So they knew where the jammer was. I think they were kind of focused on that. I think Unknown's got some amazing shots, and I was actually surprised to see a lost breach on that one by Unknown, to be honest with you, without taking anything with them. So that's just my opinion. Who knows?
Yeah, when you start, well, I agree with you. When you start hyper focusing on a certain objective, you kind of forget to watch your back. Like, if that's your primary objective, to get the jammer, which is clearly well guarded, then you're going to lose out on the gunfight. That's just how it is. If you want to focus on the jammer after already eliminating a couple members of the enemy team, then go for it. But initially, right off the bat, that shouldn't be your primary focus, in my opinion. You got to focus on getting a couple eliminations before doing anything crazy like that. Of course, if you're in district and the jammer's out outside in the alley, market side, and you try to throw a grenade that way, that's understandable, because you can do that from a safe position. But in situations like that, where you have to go through a door or try to bank it around a corner, you're just exposing yourself, and it's dangerous.
Yeah, jammer placement's like restricted, at least on that part of things, so it makes sense. It's only going to be one of two places on that. So, but we're going to keep on moving. Going to keep on moving. All right, so now we're going into warehouse.
With already some engagement, as both teams have spawned relatively close to each other.
Love it.
Love it.
Unfortunate for Chronic Mastigators, who are trying to get to that first objective, which they were able to get the firewall. Now it looks like they're moving to the left side of the map, try to get a better angle.
As a side note, it's kind of cool to see kill beats for the first map on this one spawned. They were going to cross the map and protected it that way, so that was kind of cool. Now we're seeing how it goes.
Well, when you have the skill of the players, like them, you don't have to worry about shooting across map. Now, some are gummy worms. I mean, we have to run a little differently, but here we go. Side Lizard goes down. Rest of the team there jump on his back, give him support. Side Lizard getting a couple of downs himself. 3 down.
Oh,
at least 2 down.
Sneaky bastards.
I think 2 eliminated.
Shit.
Quick and Hugo left alive. Joe Magic Ninja now eliminated.
Joe Magic, yeah.
Stay together.
Now it's a 3v2.
Yeah, I see one in the room that's close to you upstairs.
Can you hear the comms going out?
One downstairs, though.
Yeah, sounds like there might be.
Crossed over, both in laptop room.
Okay, both in laptop room? Alright. Yeah, let's push them.
Both in laptop room. They're probably gonna pop out once you guys come up.
In front of us or no? Door.
Go inside the room.
They're not there, right?
Wipe light, go up. Both inside the laptop room. One's hard left at the door. One went
It's loud in the game chat.
Went through that far door.
The comms.
Shot.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
In a
excitement
good way.
right now.
Raptor.
he's
Just
outside
there's a
the
lot of
door.
excitement. Yep.
Upstairs. I think he just came in. Let me switch cams.
Sounds like they were able to get the jammer.
I would try to push it. Yeah, they're outside back.
Quicking, a couple grenades out. Hugo trying to go around. Grenade coming his way, causing a lot of damage, seeing a lot of land, forced to run back inside. Now he's got to face off against the rest of Chronic Massacres, and he goes down, having already been injured, and that's it. Unknown has been eliminated. Now Chronic Massacres have to attack. 3 members still alive, and they do increase in score for them.
Finally got
now,
an attack. Hey!
closer to the tie.
Wow.
I'm so happy.
Might be here till tomorrow.
That was a hell of a fight right there.
Absolutely.
He got trapped behind that box, and grenade did a lot of damage. There was just no avoiding it. He could have pushed back a little bit further, perhaps, and avoided some of that, but he also wanted to support his teammate as quickly as possible. Very good push by Chronic Massacres.
Yeah, that was a great match. And I think, man, it's tightened up right now. So I mean, we're going to see at least 5 matches going forward, at least 5 games going forward. I have no doubt each team treats it so importantly right now because they want as many points as they can. I mean, these teams are playing to advance to the next round. So there's a lot at stake right now. It's not an inconsequential game. The winner of this moves on next week to face another team in the semifinals. Winner of that goes to the finals. So it's all coming tight right now. You're starting to see a lot of the higher echelon competition go against each other right now, and that's why we're so tight right now. And I think the next few games are going to be a treat.
Absolutely. You know, when we get to the postseason matches, it's always so exciting because the stakes are so much higher. Everybody's wanting to get to that final round and come out victorious, and so we definitely see a lot of the top teams, a lot of top players going head to head from the quarterfinals to the finals, and every single match is always exciting. Most of them are usually close, as we're starting to see here.
Yeah.
But you know, some matches are not. But that really speaks to how different teams play against each other. You've spoken about this or on this a number of times, how it doesn't matter where you are necessarily in terms of the lineup,
Right.
like where you are on the leaderboard. It all depends on how well do you play against that team and on your best maps.
Yeah, and it's a beauty of playoffs too. It's like any sport that you play, e-sport, regular sport, or whatever. The regular season at this point doesn't count. It means jack. That's what got you here. That's not what's going to keep you here. So the regular season, fine and good. You made it to the playoffs. It's all fine and great, but you are 0-0 right now. So you start from scratch against a really good team and you advance or you're done for the season. So a lot at stake on that. Karen B also mentions there's a lot of great female players. Absolutely, Karen. I watched a little bit today with Art Pop. She's doing a little fire sale action there with 3 other female players within Firewall. And we play obviously with Cinderella. There's Killaby. There's Momo. There is a ton of amazing female talent in this game that'll hurt you equally to anybody in this game. So
Yeah,
it's almost weird to say female player.
Trail.
Quicksilva, absolutely. Man, I've been killed by so many of them. I can't remember all of them at the same time.
It's pretty crazy. Absolutely. There was Daltron too. I don't know if anyone remembers who that is, but she was around for a long time, and I occasionally caught her stream. She was an absolute ace when it came to gunfights. Incredible.
Right, and there's only Shauna, or there's only one Shauna. I think there's only Shauna now. She's oh geez, where's she from? I forget where she's from. She does a lot of streaming. If somebody in the chat remembers, I want to say it was Belgian. I'm not 100% on that. I think it is, but anyone wants to correct me on that. But great stream from her too. It's usually during the day with the time difference and everything else. So definitely encourage her stream as well. A lot of amazing female players out there.
And if you guys are streamers, we already see gunfight here. Silos are going down twice, it seems, despite the revive being there.
Holy shit, you got me out.
The Unknown getting a couple grenades out. In
lit.
between Hugo getting elimination on White Blood. Chronic Massacres now suffering. And he just couldn't get out of the way of those shots. Silencer goes down. And there it is, Chronic Massacre. They were hunted. That's what that was. That was a hunt.
Yeah.
That wasn't a gunfight. That was a hunt.
Yeah, they weren't trying to find out where they were. Jammers. Jammers messed up.
That was incredible. The Unknown just pushed in and with no fear, absolutely demolishing Chronic Massacres on that. And now they extend their lead again by 2, making the score now 7-5. And for all those who do stream, we are an open community. If you are looking for some support, please don't hesitate to share your stream link in chat. Of course, if you are a streamer, you can make it known and people can click on your name, go check out your profile. Don't hesitate in doing so. We do encourage all of you to go check each other out on your streams and support where you can. If you like the streamer, please be sure to show them some love, because without the streamers and without the leagues, we wouldn't be doing this and we wouldn't have this kind of entertainment. So be sure to support each other. It's the only way we can keep this thing going.
And that being said, thank you to CMG and for the unknown with their streams. Thank you for giving us those streams and some awesome work by North American Firewall League this season. These are some amazing games with some amazing talent. So thank you so much for keeping this league going. And yeah, we have no idea what's coming in front of us right now. So good stuff right now.
Brown Pit, thank you so much for the raid, man, of 7. Welcome everybody coming.
What's
from,
up, Brown Pit?
Brown Pit's stream.
Oh, look at you! Look at you! Welcome, buddy.
I was actually just checking out his stream earlier. I was trying to bounce between a few things. I was helping Walzer with a few things because he's actually going to get up and streaming once again. So we were working some of those kinks out, and it looks like he's ready to go. So I'm excited for that. But I was checking out Brown Pit's stream a little bit earlier, and of course, a man's always killing it.
I mean, I hate to be so partial, but man, I've checked out Brown Pit's stream, and we've been on the other side of Brown Pit's stream, and it's a great time. I recommend you check Brown Pit's stream out. He's on Twitch, Brown Pit. You could check him out. Always a good stream. He's usually with Babs, with Fresh Milk, who you've all seen in this this broadcast, and they also have their own streams. So a lot of good streamers out there. Top Gun Cloud also streaming out there. Momo Cupcakes. There's so many to mention right now. I just recommend. Jump on Twitch, look up Firewall. Jump on YouTube, look up Firewall, and just go from there. A ton of different time zones streaming, so you're always generally going to at least catch somebody's stream. Great
100%. Time. And what's going on, Babs? Hello, how are you?
Babs.
Welcome. And if anyone's willing to do a 1v1 tournament, I'm more than happy to participate. I love 1v1s. Oh my gosh, you want to talk about an intense new dynamic in gameplay? 1v1s are so different. And I remember doing a couple of them, and my hands were shaking almost the whole time because there's no one to rely on to, like, usually you have teammates who encounter the enemy before you do. So you're like, okay, I'm a little more comfortable. I know at least where some shots are coming from. But a 1v1,
yeah,
it's all you, man.
Hey, maybe we should talk after this. Maybe we should start a little something. Maybe we should start a little something, Wolf.
I'd love to, man.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. Maybe we should get something going here. If you guys are in the chat and you'd like to see something like that we cover, and maybe bounce in for an hour a day and do a little mini tournament or whatever the case is. I don't want to get into some big, expansive tournament and everything else, but just a little fun thing I think all of us would enjoy watching. So, yeah, throw them. There you go. Cinderella's already calling out Freshbone, so it's already started.
Freshbone. Speaking of,
once we figure things out, I'll post it in the 18 plus. Yeah, Pussfer, of course, I'm in favor of that. Proceeds go to the channel, and obviously we're not big money makers on this channel. Actually, most of our stuff, if we ever have any money left, goes back into our equipment, our green screens, our cameras, our mics, other things. I mean, we're subscribing to ourselves. I mean, right now we just want to bring you entertainment. We just want to enjoy this game that we also love. That's more the reason that we're doing this stuff. So those are all great suggestions. All great suggestions.
And speaking of 1v1 tournaments, we did have a Rocket League 1v1 tournament. If you guys are interested in that game, which is free, by the way, so it costs you nothing to get involved. It's one of the hardest games you will ever play. We had a lot of fun with Rocket League, especially the 1v1 tournaments. Scuba Steve, of course, smoked us. Paco played very, very well as well. A lot of us played well, but ultimately we had fun. It was a good time. I plan on doing it again. And thanks to the efforts of Titch, who has a very creative mind, despite what you guys might think. He's a very creative person who's actually done the majority of the work that you see here. The entire studio came from that psychotic mind of his. And we have a new studio that is coming down the pipeline, as we do have an amateur hour Rocket League team that is participating in the Indie Gaming League. We just actually cast week 1 last week. If you guys want to check that out, it is saved in our videos. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun, a lot of high action and intensity, and we do our best to broadcast. We're still new to broadcasting that game, but check it out. We are going to be continuing that, and you'll see on our Facebook group page an event created for it when I am notified, of course, when the date is.
Absolutely. And Titch, also a great player in Rocket League in his own right as well. He usually plays with Grant, Tastic Beats, and he always plays with Scuba Steve as well. And Scuba Steve is also, I mean, they're all amazing Rocket League players. If you haven't checked out the game, check it out. It's a blast to watch. It's fun to play. It's a little bit to learn, a little bit of a learning curve on that, but it's absolutely fun to play. Birds to Word, good questions. Rocket League versus Firewall, which one is better? That one, I don't know if you could really compare the two, but I think your next one's even better. Firewall versus Alvo, that's going to be a tough call. I'm in my opinion, I'm probably going to have to wait till Alvo comes out for public distribution before I can make a decision on that. I think they also have the benefit that they're not the first ones to try to do it. So, you know, in all fairness, First Contact came out with this game, which is kind of set the standard for this type of game, at least in my opinion. Alvo obviously gets to see that experience and work forward from that. So they're already starting a little maybe forward of where Firewall started at, and they're also taking a lot of players' considerations into effect and everything else, or players' effects into consideration, depending on how you phrase it. So we won't know until Alvo comes out full blown, drop it in the PS4 and play it, or whatever, you know, media you choose to play it in. I think the cross-platform part of things is going to be a little different. I think some of the factors that Alvo is considering now, as far as their movements, the player movements, respawns, and looting, and a variety, or not looting, a variety of things in that nature, though, will create different games.
For sure.
So right now, Firewall's my favorite game.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you stated it very well. This title really set the standard for VR first-person shooters, and I see Chuckamus talking about Contractors. That's an up-and-coming title as well from an indie developer. It's a really solid game. You know, it's going up against games like Onward and Pavlov.
Top one.
And Population 1 is a very popular one right now. But in terms of military sims, you have Pavlov and Onward, which are very, very popular. But Contractors has its own feel. It's kind of a mixture of those games along with Call of Duty. It's got that feel. It's not saying that that's what it is, but it's very similar. And what I really like about in Contractors is they have this double scope attachment where you have a zoom scope on the bottom and then a sight.
That was cool.
Top. That was really cool, and you can just actively switch between them by moving the gun. I mean, it was incredible. If you guys haven't checked it out, be sure to check it out. Don't hate on PSVR or Oculus. Love them both, because without both platforms, VR wouldn't be moving in the direction that it is. I support both. I got both my PSVR and my Oculus here, and I play both on a regular basis. So if you are considering getting it, regardless of your feelings about Facebook, if you want a good VR experience, I would encourage you to check out the Oculus Quest 2. I don't even know if you can still get the Rift anymore. I think they may have discontinued that in favor of the Quest 2, which can be used to play PC VR games through the Oculus link or some third-party link as well. But that game looks great, and who knows, we might even cover that if some sort of league pops up. Camp Kid Kill, how you doing, man?
Yeah, welcome to the chat, Camp Kid Kill. I agree with you. Firewall 0R is absolutely the game to beat. That this is the standard bearer right now. I know First Contact's trying to beat their own game with Solaris. They're working on that as well. And there's a bunch of other developers and games. And obviously, we don't want to lean too much toward either one. We want to keep things relatively neutral. And thank you for the compliment, Camp Kid Kill, as well. I've always seen Camp Kid Kill. He's usually on the other side, though. So many people on the other side I never get to play with that are good players. So.
And yes, Bird, you are right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying he is right. There is a sniper in Alvo, and there's some really good players who can use the sniper well. I'm not one of them.
Yeah, I'm sure, just like most games, it's probably going to take a little bit of practice to get into that. But yeah, like Wolf is saying today too, and I also saw the clip he's talking about where you're basically looking through the top of the rifle with a zoomed-in scope, and you adjust your eyes down, and you got the normal scope, which is kind of what it would be if you're using regular scope sight with iron sights, I guess you could say. So you're not using two reticle sights, but It was pretty cool to see, like to be able to just flip between the sites without hitting a button, just by merely adjusting your view was actually kind of cool as well.
And that's the thing about all these games that we're talking about. There's something unique about each of them. You know, Alvo has its sniper rifle. Contractors has its double scope. Firewall, of course, has everything that we've seen here. Onward has its more realistic military simulation, and then Pavlov is close to that, close to Onward, but a little bit more goofy. In fact, they just added a World War II update to Pavlov, so if you're a fan of that, go and check it out. There are tanks in it now with 3 different seats. You have the driver, you have the tank gunner, and then you have the machine gun a seat. So it's really cool. Go check these games out. Don't hate on any of them until you try them. I guarantee you're going to find a fantastic experience out there for you. But here we are. We're on Embassy now, picking the game back up. Score 7-5, first to 11, and we'll see what happens. And Rap, you're going to have to go back to his page. He has a part 2 up right now, so you're going to have to, or not. It's up now. Okay. Well, fuck me then.
Pussfer, just to correct Pussfer, I am a broadcaster and also a client. Just a little terminology there. We'll switch on that, but
Low-level hostile network hack detected. They're going for the firewall access point locations. Take them out.
oh, that might be. Yep.
You know, let's hold right here like.
So we're aware that there's a
It's
couple
mostly
of
running smooth.
Yep, like Paco said, there's a little bit of a storm, so if we get a little interruption right now,
Bollocks. Firewall access point locations compromised.
it'll suck.
Hostiles incoming.
Where's the sensor? The jammer?
The jammer is right on top.
Yeah, it's starting to
right
look okay
there,
now.
Right there. You see him? So if they're gonna throw a shitload of grenades, so get ready if they hit the jammer.
Alright, so for the most part, Unknown is hanging out in the hallway in the balcony, and there's about to be some gunfights straight ahead of CMG because they're coming right up to the group.
It's alright, we really don't need
As per usual, we usually see this engagement at the balcony,
The ones in
but it looks like Samurai Nate Out is holding the conference room.
To the left? Okay. Ready?
Nice sneak shot by Hugo, getting a lot of shots on him in the stairwell. Silent Lizard going down.
Double down with
Also
Hey
trying
Boon.
to- Hey Boon.
Sign Hey Boon both up.
Oh, and Hugo just couldn't evade that. Here we go. Chronic Massacres pushing the balcony here. Santa Margarita getting that last elimination on quick. Samurai, the surviving member of the Unknown. Let's see what he can do here as they start hacking the computer.
Tough spot to be in for Samurai right now.
You can see how Chronic Massacres are still taking it very seriously, though. They're not pushing, they're not rushing, they're taking their time.
Yeah, I think in Publix at that point, there's one person left. It's like, let's go get him. Not so much in this league.
I mean,
What's up, Buckaroo? How you doing? Wow, we are like on the same wavelength.
I know.
bro.
What's up, Fucker? We're both at the same time. All right. CMG in the conference room.
front.
Just shoot the motion sensor that was up there.
Yeah, it's skipping a little bit now.
Yeah, sorry about the
I don't
skipping,
think there is
people.
one. That's why I was saying we could hack. Downstairs.
He's gonna shoot at us from the balcony. Most likely.
Let's go around back through the kitchen.
Santa, come with us. We're split up.
They're really looking for him, huh?
Yeah, rather than go for the hack. Strange.
I can't even see him with Unknown's cameras. Oh, there he is.
He's up here.
Yeah, yeah, we're good.
He's right above
Hack is live.
Hack's at 50%.
Not much Samurai can do. He can either keep evading and avoiding the gunfighter. He can go and try to stop the hack a little bit, but he's choosing to run around right now. I'm using the Brazilians.
Yeah, I saw him in the stairs front. Yeah, he's lasering. He's shooting at the laptop. He thinks we're there.
There it is. Chronic Massacre is getting the win. Closing the gap, making the score now 7-6. And guys, we do apologize about the lag. It is it's unfortunate, you know. It's just how technology is. I remember one night we were doing a stream, and a lightning storm came through and just completely knocked my internet out, really screwing us over for that broadcast. That was actually the very first week of the IGL Rocket League match. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I remember the messages back and forth. Somebody
Yeah, I
died
was
in that
pissed.
storm, right? I think that was a serious, like,
That was a serious
storm.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Thanks, Cam.
Timber 8687.
So hopefully,
Black Ops, you weirdos.
hopefully the
tagline, Cam Kid. That's a good one.
Hopefully it evens out over time. Again, this is a 1st to 11, so we still got plenty of Firewall left. For those who have been hanging out with us for the past 2 hours, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. If you haven't followed already, consider doing so. If you also have a Twitch Prime account and you haven't already given your Prime subscription away yet, please consider doing that here, as it helps us continue this and hopefully get better satellites out towards our production guy.
And also, we are on Facebook. We have a website, amateurhourcommentary.com. We're on Twitter. We're pretty much everywhere social media exists. Wolf, have you finished up the TikTok? Yeah, you got the that whole that.
Dude, I didn't like the choreography, man. I gotta
You
rework
created it, so how can you hate your own choreography?
Heck, well, you know, ask Titch. I always have issues with something.
Guess we're going Chicken Wing 2.0. All right, we'll see what happens.
Firewall 1, Internet 0. You guys are great. So creative with your comments here.
Titch's OnlyFans account. Frankie's the only one. Frankie One Shot's the only one that knows Titch's OnlyFans. So if you're in the chat, Frankie, please let us know what Titch's OnlyFans is. Art Pop, how's it going, Art Pop? Good games earlier today with your squad on fire sale. We are at 7-6. Unknown is leading North American Firewall League quarterfinals. Winner of this game moves on to the next round.
Yeah, and Rap, do you still have that image of the bracket? I'll bring that up real quick. Just so everybody knows, this is the current bracket as it stands of right tonight. We have Creme Brulee in the semifinals. Whoever wins this one is going to be going up against Click Clack, who went up against Razzle Dazzle just the other night. So both of these semifinal matches are going to be intense based on the performance we've seen. So Unknown or Chronic Massacres will be going up against Click Clack. And here we are going back to Embassy, and it looks like the Chronic Massacres have the kitchen for a spawn. And thank you, Rap, for that.
And again, tomorrow night, we're going to bring you the last of the quarterfinal games for North American Firewall League. Winner of that is fortunate enough, maybe, to take on Creme Brulee to make it to the finals.
Fortunate.
Well, you know.
Imagine we're gonna
it's fortunate to win. I don't know how fortunate it is to play against Creme Brulee, but one thing at a time, right?
Yep. Oof.
Double C4 on that back door. couple guys aiming down that hallway from conference room. A couple guys in the conference room. CMG protecting a laptop.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 on the soda machine and 2 on the big.
Right, hear the callouts coming out from Eagle Eye, from unknown. Still about a couple seconds away for some action. The callouts are still going out from Eagle Eye.
So is anybody on the balcony?
No. Don't waste your grenades. Don't waste your grenades. There's 2 on the soda machine and 2 watching these doors. Look, these doors. Look, these doors is at 2 C4s right here.
So unknown's going in with a good idea where CMG's at. See how well CMG can hold it.
Oh man, I'm
They also are
lagging.
getting
I
very
don't
good
know.
intel from
I don't see
Hugo,
it.
who utilized Eagle
As
Eye,
soon as they blow the other
and
C4s, I'm
that's why they're
picking it up.
approaching this
There's
direction,
2
because they
watching
don't
these
want to
doors, 2
approach the
watching these
conference
doors.
room door, which has 2 C4s on it.
Stay back.
Right on that door
Somewhere
pusher
in
thing
the
too,
middle.
how rude.
I got Rolly.
Like right on the handle.
Yeah, right?
Samurai just nades out twice to no effect, but was able to approach the soda machines. They've worked their way back into the conference room, or at least in that conference room cubby.
I'm Cherry.
I think those grenades allowed them to push into the hall.
Absolutely. Pushed everybody
Really
back.
worked in favor. And it looks like Hugo goes down, a couple grenades going out in both directions, a couple eliminations as well.
Ooh.
I'm down.
It looks like both Sai and Hugo have been eliminated, so we have to depend on their camera flipping skills
All over my life.
Which hurts my
at
neck.
the end of this.
We might be, are we at 2-on-2 right now?
Alright.
There's 2 in there.
One's going around, leaving the.
Looks like Quick is
Oh, no,
there
I
on
think
the
he just put
balcony.
No.
2 still in the
Put something on the
conference
door,
room. I think
like
it's a
double doors leading to
1v2 right
balcony.
now.
He went back.
And it seems like the laptop's open, so they're going to go for the hack. Quick,
He went
sprinting
down.
down the stairs, going towards the
going
cafeteria. Not cafeteria, my apologies, the
Stairs to the
kitchen.
right, like the back right stairs. Yeah.
Product investigators. I don't think they realize. And now they're making the move, pushing down the
Now they
stairs.
realize it. I'll tell you what, Quick's a tough one to face off against in a gun battle, so let's see what develops here. Let you hear for yourself. As you heard, it's at 25%.
It's just by the laptop.
Oh, what? My grenade disappeared on me. Whoa. That was super weird. It disappeared on me and fucking stalled right in front of me.
Quick's at 50 with a hack.
CMG approaching this with respect, knowing how good Quick is, and he's been getting a lot of eliminations with that sniper aim this evening, and now he's at 75% for the hack. They got to do something.
You don't have enough time.
Here we go. Here's the push. Quick getting it down on Santa Margarita. Hack still alive. Joe getting eliminated. by Quick.
Oh,
Just at the end, narrowly
Nice.
getting the
That was
complete
fucking
hack.
close, boys. Good job.
wow. That was well done. I'll tell you,
So that ties us
Quick's a
up.
tough one to face off against. I mean, he downed one of them. I was waiting to see what was going to happen next, but well played by both teams, and that's the way it ended up.
That was insane. Quick did such good work there, getting the hack past 75% and forcing Aquatic Masqueraders to push in, and he even got it down on Santa Margarita. But unfortunately for him, Joe Magic was in tow and was able to get the elimination. But it looked like he was spray firing a little bit, not really sure where Quick was. So there was an opportunity for Quick to actually get a double elimination there and get the win for his team. It's such good effort.
Yeah, I agree with you, Karen. These are tough games. Yeah, I mean, Quick's been around for quite some time, so he knows the positions, the angles. He's got the accuracy and everything else. You know, the unfortunate side with that is he's playing against people that are the same. He's playing against CMG, who also have been playing this game for a while. They also know the angles. They also are good distance shooters, but just they edged them out on that one. So here we go. We are tied at 7-7. So 4 more games left, no matter what, at least.
At least, yeah. Watched an NFL game on Nickelodeon today. Not sure how that is possible, but hopefully it was a good game to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm hearing rap in my ear saying that Nickelodeon had kidcasters and all that kind of stuff was happening. That's why I'm making this weird, confused face.
They made
Interesting.
They made it like a kids football game, so they're trying to introduce kids to football, so they put it on Nickelodeon, and then they had more of like a kid-friendly environment for that game. So I watched it on regular TV, so I just swore and cried. That's it.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, it's tied, man. Wow. Definitely saw it going more towards unknown. I don't want to say steamrolling, but outperforming Chronic Mastigators, and that just goes to show like anything can happen. Where we saw them faltering early on, Chronic Mastigators have come back and tied it up, and they still have a chance to win here. We're going to be heading back into office. We've already seen it, but of course we can. They can duplicate the maps here in this league. So we'll see how well both teams perform. We've already seen them both perform pretty well here. I think Unknown, if I can recall correctly, they won this map.
Camp Kid Kill, thank you so much. We love commentating in color. It's amazing. We enjoy being here, and these games are some intense games. So these are great games to watch. It takes a while, but it's worth it. So let's see if we get a pinch on this one.
You know, one thing that we don't usually talk about, and I'm going to talk about it real briefly here, is the length of these matches. I'm surprised we haven't talked about fatigue yet and how that has an impact.
CMG played a game earlier today. I agree. Yeah. CMG played a game earlier today. I'm not sure which players from. I'd have to go back and look to see which players played from CMG earlier in the Pro League game, but two league games in a day, it takes a lot out of you. These games take a lot out of you. League games do. Public, you can do that all week.
It looks like Hugo got trapped by that table, and he got eliminated by...
Joe takes him out.
Grenade.
Chronic
Mastigator is pushing out from this back hall that people usually get trapped in, and a good breach, making their way around the corner, trying to get the flank of Unknown.
And they got it. They got the stairs. Unknown. Oh!
Down Santa.
Santa murdered with the revive. So they got kills. One guy, I think. One guy might have made it downstairs. I'm not sure. I don't think so.
No, looks like one still left. He's on second floor. On the Unknown, at least.
We should get that firewall. Oh yeah, we are at the laptop. Shit. Oh yeah.
And Chronic Mastigators are risking their lives there with the door open. So they decided to close it. They still need to go get the firewall. They missed the first objective, but this only takes one person to rush out and do this.
All right, let's take
and all 4 of them are still alive.
4v2, so we should probably push the evade.
Samurai Nate out with a lot of work to do here. He's shooting from across the cafeteria. He gets in, gets a couple of shots off. They open the door, and Silaser gets down.
Downed him?
Oof.
Time. Okay. Firewall.
Now they just got to go get the firewall and get the hack. What's up, Rogues? How you doing, man?
Hey,
God,
Rogues.
It was a great show.
Yeah.
And Double Dare, you guys remember that? Full of slime. Product Mastigators, for the first time in a while tonight, finally taking the lead. The score of 8-7.
Well done. Well done by CMG on that one.
Yeah, and again, sorry for the skipping of frames here. It is unfortunate.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that CMG has strong double shooting tonight for sure. They, these teams. Some of the higher level teams, and you see them when they're a full team. They're very cohesive, and you will get double and triple shooting in a lot of these games. Just because they're so in tune with each other, and they do the crouch and stand, and they just play the game patiently and they go that route. So different from Publix a lot of the time that we see it. Teams are also a little more conservative on this game when they're playing league play. They don't want to screw the team in a league game, so it's a little different than a normal Public.
We will be. Ooh. Looks like they're going to be switching a host again. This will be, I believe, the third time. But Chronic Master Gators taking the lead here. Score of 8-7. Anything's still possible. But yeah, we did mention that there was a potential for 21 games. So if you've been here for the long run, whoo boy, it's been a long one. We are already 2 hours into the stream. We are nearing the end, but this is big. This is really big. Both teams want to move on to the semifinals, and it's neck and neck. Now, right now, if I were to pick the, I don't want to say MVPs, but definitely the more dominating players on each team, I'd have to say Joe Magic Ninja has done incredibly well in terms of gunfighting and leading his team. We usually see him take point. Yes, he goes down a couple of times, but he's able to survive regardless on his last life. And Quick 5150 has really, I mean, he's just incredible with his shots. Now, he hasn't gotten a lot of the revives, of course, but he is definitely leading his team in kills without a doubt, and at least leading the charge every time, whether they're on attack or defense.
Yeah, I've seen. I mean, I think Joe is standing out for me. I don't know if he's having the better night than anybody, but he has stood out for me. At least I've seen some of the things he's done, and I think we've seen from somebody else's perspective, kind of watching in his direction. So we see a lot of that as well. I mean, everybody on every team is really, they're carrying their weight for sure. Some are outperforming what they would probably normally do with their squad, but no slackers, you know. I mean, it's solid competition, and we're going to get however many games this ends up. There's not a shitty game in the bunch. There's not a blowout in the bunch. Every game is gone with some intense firefights and some intense strategies, and 1v4s has happened a few times in this game, and the one hasn't obviously beaten the 4 yet, but it's been pretty close. We've seen a lot of good standoffs. We've seen a lot of good action. So obviously we're hoping this continues, as it will. I mean, it's going to.
And it's not often that we call out every single player on both teams. Like you said, everyone's pulling their own weight. There are just certain players that it's clear that they are a leader, that they lead the pack. They generally perform better than their other teammates. But of course, without their teammates, they wouldn't be performing nearly as well. It's kind of like when you talk about American football. You have your linemen who usually don't get a lot of attention. It's usually the quarterback on the offense, right? But the quarterback can't do his work without the lineman. It's very similar in any sport, any team sport. Not one player is better than the others, but one is able to outshine simply because of the efforts of the whole. So, both, again, like all players doing really well, very entertaining stuff. If you guys are enjoying your time, again, apologize about the lag. It is unfortunate. It's just kind of what happens when we run into storms and hiccups like this. But if you are enjoying the stream, if you like the setup, if you like what we're doing here, please consider supporting us by following. If you do have a Twitch Prime account, please consider subscribing. Everything that we do get goes back into the stream, and it goes back into the production, and it's definitely motivating for us to keep doing what we're doing and try to cover as much as possible. Our team is growing. We did just bring Rad Bingham onto, or as some of you know him as, Rad's Fault. He is now on the team officially, so hopefully in the near future we can actually restart our second channel. Yes, we do have a second channel, and start doing things over there as well. So maybe we can get multiple streams going that are occurring simultaneously. But as our team grows, our production grows, and the opportunities to watch our broadcast grows. So please do consider supporting us in any way you can.
Yeah, and it's always great to see you here, and it's so great to have all these viewers with us tonight. It's always great for people that come back after this game's even over, later on tonight, even tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, and rewatch the game. Some people watch it to prep for their games if they're going against similar competition, or just, people that are early on in their stages of Firewall, start watching some of these games, and they can see some of the true talent, and they can see all the skills used properly, there a lot of times, you know, everybody's concerned about their loadouts and everything else, and a lot of us have moved on, and we're pretty confident in our loadouts. We always kind of know what to do and where to go and everything else. But we have a whole group of people that are moving their way up through Firewall, and we're starting to see a lot of people that are new level 50s or been level 50 for a short period of time. And if you have people like that you know, or friends of yours, or they're even on your squad, I recommend send them to our channel, have them watch some games that are on video on demand, like Wolf always does. Wolf always puts video demand on YouTube as well, and this game will be available for you to watch again after it's done tonight. So we try to give you as much media as you can to enjoy the game as much as you can for the great community that you are.
You know what's crazy is we don't even cover all the games because we're not even covering other divisions. I mean, if you go to the Pro League and you check out the various divisions that they have a whole European division, which also has subdivisions within that division. So like there's so much out there, regardless where you are in the world, there's something for you. Just get involved, man. It's super fun.
Absolutely.
And just to point out, like Camp Kid Kill is absolutely loving this suit. He's loving the suit. And I'm telling you right now, Timber's like the only one who can really pull it off. Okay. It is his thing.
I'm calling for a dress code, man. I'm calling for dress code. Let's go.
I might have to throw it into our terms of service here.
You got too much amateur hour commentary gear. You can't go into a suit. You got to wear all the stuff that you've already bought.
Yeah, I always come in here. But speaking of things that you wear, if you guys like the sweatshirt that I'm wearing, yes, this is an amateur hour sweatshirt. I have a whole bunch of clothes. I have a whole bunch of stuff around my studio that is just amateur hour related. If you're interested in anything that you do see, whether I'm wearing it or whether I talk about it, or if you're in our Discord, or you've seen our merch store, please consider checking out our merch store. I've lowered all the prices as low as possible to the point where we make the minimum profit, and if I could make it less, I probably would. Unfortunately, Teespring didn't allow me to do that, but it's as low as it possibly can be. You can't beat the prices, and for the quality of the stuff, I mean, it's just amazing. I wear this stuff all the time. I wear it to my day job. I wear it to walk around the house, to warm up. This sweatshirt is incredibly comfortable and warm. I'm usually freezing down here in my studio, so the fact that I'm not shivering really speaks volumes. But check it out. Really cool stuff there. And designs were made by Joker, who is also part of our team.
Yeah.
Our logo was made by Joker, and everything that we have in terms of our merchandise was made by him. So please consider checking it out and consider buying stuff. Really awesome content there, and stuff that will last a long time.
Yep. Walls, I see Walzer. Is Walzer in the chat? Where's
Hey,
Walzer? Where's Walzer? Chuck's calling Walzer. Cinderella said she found Walzer. I hope Walzer's here.
Apparently, I'm a simp. There is a pet friendly. By the way, Skulls does mention, is it pet friendly? If you have a dog or a cat, there is something on there for them too.
I think I need to know more about what he means by pet friendly, but let's see. All right.
Yeah, you can really take that away. But Walzer is getting back into streaming, so guys, go check him out for sure.
Definitely. What's up, Walzer? There he is. He's jumping into the chat now. Good to see you, buddy. So it looks like we are getting back into it.
I'm going to listen in to see what's going on. Oh, no, I don't need to anymore. It looks like we're loading right on in. Sweet.
Doing it live.
Remember, it's first to 11. And right now, Chronic Massacres have taken, I believe, their first lead. I might have to go back and see. They might have had one other one, but I'm pretty certain it's their first lead. And it's by 1 point, so it can really swing either way.
Yep.
There is an active poll, by the way. It's not an in-chat poll, but it's in the extensions. If you guys want to check that out and cast your vote right now, 2 votes for Unknown to win and 1 for Chronic Massacres. Be sure to cast your vote. You only got 1 there, so make it count.
There might be
He's taking their positions. Looks like we got a little bit of Unknown up by the glass room, and looks like CMG's taking position downstairs in the computer lab area that everybody's familiar with on this defense. Walls are giving a shout out to Wolf for helping him get his stream set up today. Awesome to hear.
put one bag down.
HC
Anyone
there
want the
for
other
you,
ones
man.
More specific.
That's what we do.
It is a good community too. I even saw like little thing. Like I think Johnny Be Good, who's also a streamer, was talking about how Brown had helped him set up his haptic vest. So.
Dude, I want one. I actually reached out to B Haptics, and I'm really hoping I might be able to get one for some sort of discount.
I want to hear the opinions on those. It's gotta be pretty. I mean, well, you're just gonna feel it. I mean, it's not gonna be like it messes me up.
No, it just increases the immersion. You know, it's kind of like cyber shoes.
Right.
You know, you can. Is it effectively walking in VR? No, but it's simulated. It's pretty good.
Yeah, downstairs. Okay.
All right, so here we go with the coming down the main stairs for unknown. CMG's in a typical spot. Let's see if they try to get some grenades from upstairs. No, looks like they're all rushing downstairs.
Looks like Gonzalez has arrived, so there was a bit of a substitution here.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah, there she is. All right.
Shout outs to Gonzalez. Fantastic player she is.
Yeah, speaking of female players earlier, Gonzalez is an amazing player.
I'm totally sure what Hugo was shooting at there.
Maybe he thought there was a jammer there is what I was thinking.
It's not.
What a quick peek. Nearly escaping that one.
Blind firing going here.
No, I don't know if I have a smoke.
Samurai was a good nade. I don't know if he got hits on that one. That was a good grenade. Nobody back there in that corner though. Got 3 in the zigzag room and 1 just outside.
Let me know what you guys want to do.
Just rushing them.
Hey, Rap, do you have anything else open that might
smoke. Let me see.
be effective? No. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna be ready to push. Listen.
Which one you going left?
Yeah, I'm going left. Just don't push.
Chuckamiss, she literally just popped in this round. They went out, they backed out, got a substitution, and now they're back in. Yeah, sorry about that, Exoticus. We are running into some storm issues.
Yeah. What's up, Exoticus? Yeah, that's on us. That's us.
Gonzalez getting 2 eliminations there on Joe and Santa Margarita.
Grenades going out. Oh!
Psy Lizard trying to clean up there, and he does. Chronic Massacre is getting another win.
Wow.
Extending their lead by 2.
Wow. That was well done. Unknown had a good rush on that one. It looked like Psy Lizard was able to chuck a couple grenades over the top of that partition wall, but CMG moving around a lot, so not getting tagged by a lot of the things that were being thrown their way. So, oof.
Really tough ending there. But Chronic Mastigator is getting a pretty decent lead, and they only need 2 more wins here. It's like Gonzalez got 2 eliminations there. Psy Lizard
gets 2 away. That's the thing. Like, I almost feel weird saying there's good female players. It's like I don't look at them as female players. They're players. I mean, Gonzalez is deadly as anybody on that board. So,
that's an interesting thing about gaming, though, right?
Yeah.
Like there's always this stigma associated with females in gaming, but I tell you, some of the best players I know are female.
Yeah. Yeah. I never need to hear she's good for, or that player's good for a girl. Like, that's just old school trash.
So old now, man. Gaming is for everyone, and some people are just, I mean, they're just superstars in it. Daddy, what's going on? Speaking of which, oh my gosh, anytime I ever see her on the opposing team, I'm out, man. Oh my god. She slays me every time.
What's up, Daddy? Great to have you here tonight.
Yes, you are Cinderella.
Cinderella, I mentioned you earlier. Of course you are. You're on our squad. You get first mention.
So this could be the last 2 games, or we could see an extension. We are really closing in on that 21 games, man. Holy cow.
Yeah, it could be the last 2 or the last 6 games. So let's see how this goes.
It's crazy. You know who I do miss watching play, and if anyone in chat knows if he's still around, Frosty, aka Frisbee.
Absolutely.
I loved watching that guy play. He was just so incredible with the things that he did.
You know,
Jesse could be the worst female player, yes.
Again, it just to back with like I saw a clip today. What was it on? I think Diabolical might have posted. It's an old school post from Dion the director with just like the old school frame of Firewall, and it was his grenade,
pre-Nightfall.
Way pre-Nightfall. It was his like Kobe grenade video from like a while ago, and the background is basically a crowd at a Lakers game with the announcers like Marv Albert or something calling out a Lakers game in sync with Dion the director's grenades. It was classic. I recommend everybody check that out if you can on Facebook. I'll try to post a link to it later after this stream, because my multitasking right now blows.
You and me both, man. Did you see my polls?
I mean, I was trying to vote in them, but I don't know if I have any mic points. It just got crazy.
Oh, thanks, Daddy. I appreciate that. We definitely do our best. But if you were there for when I was in a suit, that was the only time you were going to get it. You didn't even get a tie. Sorry, folks. Here we are.
Tie, damn it.
I know, right? Well, I don't want to feel like I'm being choked.
I thought
those are very specific circumstances. Do I appreciate that? But when I'm wearing a suit, I don't want to be choked then.
Nobody's wearing a tux yet, though. Wink.
You can be the first.
Oh, this is as far as I go, buddy. Well, what am I going to change my tie? So it looks like Unknown has a good spawn. They're guarding the server room. And CMG stacked up 4 deep. Making their move. A lot of Akoro out there.
Tapping around in here.
Oh, how is that storm, man? Whew.
Again, if you're getting a little bit of glitched video, we apologize for that. We're having some connection issues on our end. It's nothing on your end.
Yeah, hear another tapping in here. Yeah.
It could be.
If you want, at the next break, you can end and start again. Maybe that will work.
Okay, yeah.
I have no idea. Message Titch, see what he thinks.
Yeah, we're freezing like every 3 seconds right now. Door shuts by Unknown. CMG try to make that breach on the side door. Grenades in. Door shut. No kills.
And it sounds like they got the jammer, actually.
Ooh, they did. They're rushing for the laptop. Offense becomes defense and vice versa. And they're right out there. Getting shot right off the bat.
Joe down and quick. Gonzalez there for the quick revive. Hugo also goes down. No revive on him yet. He's been eliminated by White Blood. Quick. Down in
Quick takes out White Blood.
Samurai goes down as well. Santa Margarita and White Blood both downed.
Gonzalez downs Joe and Santa Margarita.
Gonzalez
eliminates Santa Margarita and Joe. Man.
She is fresh into the match and she is showing up.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions about female players, there's your answer.
How the fuck did you guys not keep them inside the goddamn building, dude? What the fuck?
Oh, there they are back home, yeah. One two.
I'm going all the way back around. I want to see if I can
Still making their
rock the parts.
approaches.
By the that safe-looking door or whatever. The wall there.
CMG making a move around the back hallway, taking a couple shots, got through it, rushing to the far back.
I hear him by the laptop. Yeah, he's got a shot on. Wait.
CMG realizing there's a little bit of urgency to what they're doing right now. Got to make a move. We had a 1-on-2.
I think it's a 1-on-1 at the moment.
There's 2 on unknown for sure. CMG, I see 1.
Well, Gonzalez is definitely a survivor here.
Yeah, Gonzalez and Quick are still up from unknown. CMG has 1 player right now. It might be Hugo making his move.
Here's a hack. Side Lizard throwing in there. He's getting 2 downs.
Oh my God.
Side Lizard is a beast.
Oh, Side just took it. Side just took it. Holy crap. And we're so sorry that's a little bit choppy right there, but Side just started right at the computer, crouched, ran around the crate that the computer was on, and took both players out. So amazing work by Sai on that one. Jeez.
Holy cow, what a beast.
My apologies for calling Sai Hugo. I got him mixed up.
My God, dude.
I know.
I'm speechless.
I know. This could be, dare I say it? I'm not going to jinx us. One way or the other.
Dude, I don't know if they can continue to perform like that. I mean, if we look at what Unknown was doing during that round, Gonzalez comes in, she's fresh, she's getting multiple eliminations, really applying the pressure. 2 members still alive over on the Unknown. And here comes Sai. He's really taking his time trying to get to that laptop and initiate the hack, which he takes the right approach. He's on the opposite side of the laptop from his enemy. And, he squats down. He tries to get the angle from behind the laptop, really using narrow visual, very, very, very narrow visual scope, and just eliminates the last 2 so quickly. I don't even think they were expecting it. But the patience and the determination, it was absolutely incredible.
Absolutely. And I mean, damn, Gonzalez is doing a good job of taking 2 players out of the game. And then they're down 2-on-1. Silas are just amazing work by the laptop. Just, I mean, that's as good as you can do it. Just took both of them out with shots, reloaded, finished them off, hacked the computer. So well done by Sai on that one. Gets MVP on that round for sure.
Hey, Rap, did you talk to Titch at all? Streamlabs, man. Yeah, if you guys could tough it out for now, I really do apologize about the skipping. Titch and I have regularly complained about Streamlabs, and it doesn't always work, man. Sometimes it screws you over.
Yeah, we'll get it. Yeah, it might be an internal deal with the. Is it? Yeah, we're freezing like every 3 seconds. 2 now. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what we got here. So minimally 1 game, maximum 4 games. And that's what we got left. So let's see if CMG could finish it off right here and just take it away and move on to the next round. Let's see if Unknown has a different opinion. They want to take it themselves. We're going to see in just a minute here. We're going back into bunker, right? That was the first time we played that one. Yeah, I think it was. So going back into bunker. This time it looks like CMG will be on defense and Unknown will be on offense. So let's see what develops. I'm doing the robot, but every 3 seconds of a freeze, unless that's what you're looking for. Let's see what I look like. I'm watching my own Twitch.
I'm just doing a little troubleshooting with Streamlabs.
Yeah. I'm not doing a barrel roll. Oh, that was a pretty good robot. I'll give myself credit for that. Max Hedrum. Max.
Okay. Yeah, it's Streamlabs.
All right. Well, hopefully Streamlabs gives you enough video to watch what happens next. We'll try to call it out a little more than normal, just knowing that we're going to get some glitches in here. See it develop. So it looks
Possible
like,
last round, man.
yeah, CMG spawns in the room next to, is that next to the crate room, I think? And it looks like Unknown is spawning in the very back staircase. Coming down, looks like they're going to rush right toward the middle. And they're going to go far right. Taking a peek and going. So they got a jammer in crate room now for CMG. CMG's going to hold the crate room.
2-2 or something like that.
Guarding it. I'm not seeing any
Probably
real ordnance coming out. Just aiming at the doors. That's pretty much what they're doing right now. I'm assuming they're probably going to be putting a few things on that front door. At least a motion sensor, probably more.
It might. No long firefights because nobody brought ammo.
Good call, Chuck.
I hear it to my left.
They're approaching the crate room right now. They hear the voices.
Like
They hear the
they're
noise.
under the laptop.
Motion sensors out.
Live. Lock and load.
Okay.
Motion sensors been gotten. No,
yeah,
no.
the bridge back, so
Do the breach.
let me know. Want me to open the door?
Samurai Nade out. Lower level
Open it
facing
now.
that door. Front door is open.
Never a fun spot to push.
Got eyes on the laptop.
It's tough.
Standing by.
Trying to get their angles from the lower level, looking into that open door in the front of crate room. Not seeing really much to go for. Probably going to chuck a couple grenades in there,
Yeah, I'm
or at
gonna
least
try
Side
something.
Lizard already cocking back, grenade himself.
Goes a couple grenades back and forth. To get any luck.
Looks like they're trying to hit the jammer from outside.
Yeah, left every jam. Yeah, left every jam.
Worked last game. Unknown going for the spawn room. Trying to get some eyes out there. Looking for anybody flanking.
2 and 2 or
Always got to be leery of that.
Yeah, and it looks like right now the Unknown is working on a flank themselves, going to the back door. There's a couple of members of Chronic Masquerade in the back hall there, near the box room.
A couple hits from CMG.
Hugo able to get a couple of shots off himself, forced to retreat though, seeing a lot of red. His gun is lagging a little bit, shaking it wildly. I feel his pain. That is me every night I play Firewall.
Hopefully it's from the drift.
Are they right out here? They right here?
yeah, same my side.
Take another peek out there. Grenade would be awesome right now. Oh,
You around the corner again, a couple of shots. Joe grenades to throw himself. Joe Magic Ninja down.
grenade out.
Grenade out down on Joe. Here comes Gonzalez providing the support and the revive even.
Okay, wait, Gonzalez. Wait. I'm concussed.
Still shaking his gun like crazy. He must be having some horrible drift.
Okay, so I'm gonna open this door.
All right, back door is closed. They're gonna breach it.
Because he's gonna throw
There,
grenades.
it's open.
So let's do 2 and 2.
And Margarita and Side Lizard left on Chronic Master Gators.
Yeah, two. I'm gonna go on the opposite side.
I'm going with you, Joe.
Going back to the front door.
He's over here on my left side.
Yeah. He's on your left.
1 minute left. Being tagged. It's Hugo. Gonzalez downing Santa Margarita and they did a nice trade. Samurai going out. And there it is!
There we go.
There's the breach.
Go.
Good jammer.
Get the
Jammer.
jammer.
Yeah,
Jammer.
less than a minute
Jammer.
left. Not a lot of time.
Hostile erased. One
They
remaining.
have to get the jammer. They found it. Can they get the hack?
Open.
Can Unknown
Oh my.
come back a
Oh,
little
shit.
bit? And they do. They get a win.
Well
Score
done.
now 10 to 8. Game is not over, ladies and gentlemen.
Time to drink a raise right now. This thing's still going.
Yeah, grab your Raise energy. number 19. You say that, Rap. 19. Match number 19. That's insane to hear.
Of course, Walls are throwing up the raise. Could use 3 of those right now. Hugo with 2 kills and 2 revives. Definitely clutching that that last one.
Yeah, there are 4 revives in total over on the Unknown. Really impressive work. Only 1 revive on Chronic Master Gators, but still really good hold. It really came down near the end, and unfortunately, Sai just couldn't finish it off like he did in the previous round. But guys, we are going to another map, and yes, for all those who don't know, this is Lucas, aka Baby Yoda. He woke up. He woke up probably because of my yelling. I got overzealous there just a little bit.
I don't know if it was the yelling or you shaking his bed like a maniac that woke him up, but either one, that was a good game, man. That was a good game.
Very good game. Oh my goodness. What map are we going to go to next? I feel like we've been through almost all of them. I mean, we're still missing Newsroom, Hangar, Shoot House. We haven't seen Gauntlet. We still haven't seen Post 15, which it looks like we may be heading there next. That's Chuck.
All right. Looks like Post 15 is the map that we're seeing right now.
We talked about balanced maps, and this definitely falls in that category of balanced maps. Post 15 is just a well-designed map. I think it's the best one that they've come out with in a long time. I remember when Newsroom was first released, and we were all looking at it like, oh, that's a pretty decent-looking map, and then you get into it, and you're just like, man, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. It's not as good as we thought it would be. And then you had Hangar. And then you had Gauntlet, and you had all these other maps that were coming out each season, and they just didn't feel right. Even Prepper, like people had mentioned earlier, that Prepper was a favorite of theirs, and I personally hate it. It's one of my least favorite maps. But Post 15, I hear a lot of really good things about it. I don't think that there's a player that I've come across that really despises it.
No, I think Post 15 and I do think Black Site are both 2 really good recent maps that they've added that basically, like, when you go into a map as an attacker and you're really second guessing your loadout like the whole time, it's like that's when you know it's a good map because it's got the distance, it's got the close proximity gunfight, it's got kind of a mix of everything else. I do enjoy Post 15. I do enjoy Black Site. Those are probably 2 of my top 5 maps.
Mm-hmm.
Brad, that was funny. Tom Selleck's kid. He said it's like that mustache.
He's got a lot. He used to have a whole mustache outfit that went great with this pacifier. But he of course grew out of it. Now he's a big boy. But he has joined because Dad likes to wake him up at 11:30 at night, screaming in excitement for his matches. Hey man, he's gonna be here one day. I already got his account set up and everything.
Yeah,
he's ready to play. I already got his account set up for Alvo.
He's already number 4 in Alvo, so.
People wanted to know Baby Yoda. Well, here he is. Grogu, actually, I learned was his name. I finally finished watching Mandalorian not that long ago. Great show, by the way. Holy cow.
Coincidentally, you say that. Mandalorian's the Mando Bees. They play tomorrow night. I think we're covering it. 9 o'clock Eastern time. Tune in tomorrow night. We may give you 21 more games of this fun stuff. Hopefully I'll be more rested at that point.
Perhaps, and hopefully we can give Streamlabs some raise so it stops dying out halfway through the stream.
Absolutely. So we're going to let Lucas commentate this next match. We're going to go silent. Go ahead, buddy. Spawn is what a good spawn for unknown. Upper level, right outside of the rooms. Yep, I agree with that.
I know they're gonna see my jammer, but I mean my C4.
Those who don't understand, Lucas was saying good C4 placement. On the nose part. Yep.
Hostiles have the firewall
CMG doesn't
access
see
point
it quite
locations
yet.
and are
Lucas,
moving
we're
to
getting
them.
there.
Get cracking.
What's up, Flip? How you doing?
Hey, Flip.
Listen, stay in the room.
They've destroyed
Stay in
the
the room.
firewall.
Stay in the room.
Laptop location
CMG
coordinates
on
are
Eagle Eye
live.
and on
Hostiles
lower
incoming.
level conference
Protect
room
that
areas.
laptop.
You want to go with Gonzalez?
Still have a
Leave me
little.
alone
We
with
should
this.
have a little ways to go before we start hearing some gunfight.
Stay in the rooms. If you see him somewhere, don't.
Smart choice by the unknown, deciding to use the rooms as cover.
Yeah.
This is definitely what you want to do. Best to try to surprise them or at least get the advantage. And right now you can see Hugo camping to the side so he can't be seen.
Cinderella's absolutely right. Before this broadcast started, Wolf did not have any children.
That's brilliant.
Hank, what's up, buddy? Hankopotamus, gifting some subs. Thank you so much for that, Hank.
Okay. Yep, you got C4.
We're about to see some contact now. They're close enough. We're going to start seeing some shots fired. Karen says she remembers when Lucas was born. I think that was the second game of this series.
Yeah, around then.
That's
They grew
awesome.
up so fast.
How awesome that Karen's been with us that long. That's just awesome. Thank you so much, Karen.
Thanks, Titch. Fresh bone.
With you.
All right, they're popping up to the second level now. Trying to pick off unknown.
Okay.
Usually on the other side of this, CMG should encounter some gunfire from that room. Probably a motion sensor from that little cubby to the left of where Joe's trying to breach.
In front of us.
Yeah, Hugo being incredibly patient. He could have made himself visible in that door.
Yeah.
But he decided not to. He's sitting back.
What a
trying
great
to bait.
call. Both teams are super patient right now.
A lot hangs on this match as Chronic Massacres could potentially win here.
Yeah. Push hard.
Motion sensor serving its purpose to the point where they're calling out what contractor they're wearing.
Going. Let's go.
Behind the door.
Here we go. Nice breach.
More.
Hugo being eliminated. It looks like Chronic Massacres are doing a full sweep of this floor, getting elimination after elimination. It looks like Santa Margarita goes down, and here comes Sai doing a lot of damage, and again, just cleaning it up.
What a breach.
Chronic Master Gators getting the final hack and the
Good
final
fucking
win
win,
of tonight's
boys.
match.
We're still in the
Moving on to
tournament.
the
Look at that.
semifinals.
There's the first-
Chronic
that's
Master
first
Gators with
round
an
of semis.
incredible comeback.
Oh my god. Whew, that was a hell of a breach.
That
My
was
goodness.
incredible. You know, they
Absolutely.
suspected someone was in that room, turning around the corner, eliminating Hugo rather quick, and then Sai just sweeping that floor, supporting his team from the flank, getting multiple eliminations, and even a revive there, I believe, if I caught that correctly. What a fight, man. Tonight was just insane. Absolutely insane. A back and forth. Chronic Massacre is down for the majority of this match, coming back in one fell swoop, getting win after win after win after win, and effectively moving on to the semifinals.
Absolutely. And man, I mean, since it's available to everybody else too, I gotta rewatch that one, man. That was some amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. And congrats to CMG for pulling that one off. That was not an easy victory by any means. And I don't think they're going to be playing any. Yeah, they're already killing their private chat. So
I'm sure they're exhausted now. Got to get some water, get some sleep after that one.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I think that's going to conclude tonight. We have been up for nearly 3 hours. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank everyone who followed. I like to thank all the gifted subs and the willing subs and the bits and all the support. You guys have really made this an incredible experience. And thank you for enduring this lag. Unfortunately, weather and technology just doesn't always cooperate. Streamlabs has given us issues in the past. Unfortunately, there's not a much better platform for streaming, so we're going to continue to work with this. Hopefully tomorrow night will run a little bit smoother. Unfortunately, that's just the name of the game sometimes. But you guys stuck it out. Thank you for joining the community. Thank you for being a part of the community. And check out all the panels if you want to support us in other ways. Also check out our merch store. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm going to keep buying it. You're going to keep seeing it. So if you want to get in on it, there are kid stuff. There's pet stuff. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, there's Daddy on screen, and there's you on screen. Absolutely. So again, that's it for me. Thank you guys, everybody. Timber, do you have anything left?
No. Good night. I want to go to sleep.
Okay.
Good night. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Please follow us. Please join us tomorrow night, 9:00 Eastern, where the final part of this quarterfinal comes into play. We'll be bringing to you live on Amateur Hour Commentary again tomorrow night, 9 Eastern. Join us at AHC.
Thank you guys so much. This has been Amateur Hour Commentary in the North American Firewall League quarterfinal match between the Unknown and Chronic Master Gators. And until next time, folks, peace. Bye-bye.